Good morning, Soldier Boy here. Welcome back to Assassin's Creed Syndicate for live stream number 3. Hope you guys are enjoying this series and everything else that's on the channel. And I also hope everyone's had a good week. How is everyone? I hope you're all well. We've got about 3.5 hours today. See how much more we can do in Assassin's Creed Syndicate. So I'm just double checking a few things. So this morning, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, 3.5 hours. This evening, Genshin Impact, as we look at this new update that happened yesterday. That's the plan for today. For those that are on Discord, the poll of our next game is now on there. Have a look at that if you get a chance. I think Ghost of Tsushima is currently winning. Also, something else to keep a lookout, I did put on the general chat, I might have to make a separate channel for it, to be fair, if it's going to happen quite often, is the list of new games coming to PlayStation Plus, Extra and Premium. So if you've got the middle and top tiers of Assassin's Creed, the middle and top tiers of PlayStation Plus, the new subscription service that they've done, the list of new games is now out that are coming on the 19th of July. Have a look at that if there's any interest to you. There's a couple on there. I know my little boy's interested in Paw Patrol, strangely. What a surprise. We won't be streaming it or recording it, let's put it that way. But the one that does interest me is Stray. I don't know. There's something about it that kind of looks interesting. I don't know. I don't think it's a live stream kind of game, to be fair. I don't know. But it's something to look at, I think. Right, I'm just going to do my usual little tiny bit of advertising, which is on Twitter, and then we shall crack on this morning. Thank you to all the new subscribers, and amazingly, as I come on this morning, I checked, you click over onto your live streams and stuff, and incredibly, our Genshin Impact stream from Tuesday morning has hit 990 views. That's incredible. So thank you all to everyone who's helped and watched, and even if you've only watched 2 minutes, thank you very much, much appreciated. Right, just bear with me while I type, because I can't type and talk, so give me 2 seconds. The big thing that's on the new PlayStation Plus, if you've got the Extra and the Premium, is a lot of Assassin's Creed games, strangely. They've put quite a few on there, including Black Flag, Rogue. There's some good ones on there. If you haven't had the chance to play some of them, it's a good chance to. You have these extra tiers. Freedom Cry, which I think was a really good game as well, that's on there. So have a look. See what you think. Okie dokie. One more thing to do, and then we're good to go. Okay, let's get into it. So, last stream of Syndicate, we met some new characters. Charles Dickens, one of the new characters we met. We did some missions of Bell. We also did we did main story. What else did we do? There's quite a lot we did, I think. And obviously we've got to decide what kind of thing we're doing today. There's a few things we missed the optional objectives. That's something we need to go back and look at as we go forward. We've kind of got some upgrading done with the characters themselves, and I think we're doing quite well with making Jacob a well-rounded fighter, and Evie more of a stealth character, which I think is the way they should be portrayed. It seems the way they come across. Jacob wants to just rush in head first. I didn't check sound on the stream. Bear me a second while I check sound, because I didn't check it. I should. That's all good. So as I say, have a look at the new games coming out. There might be something interesting for yourselves there. I've still been keeping an eye out for the Valhalla update, which there's been nothing said about it, to be fair. Something I am keeping my eye on. As we will go back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla when this Forgotten Saga hits. Right, we're in Lambeth. And the reason we're in Lambeth is because the origin of syrup continues here. We get a new schematic. We have cleared different parts of this area, which I think we've done quite well to do. I don't know if we need anything from the shop, but we finished here last stream because we were running out of time to continue the story. So we're going to go and do the story here on the origin of syrup, as it's part of the main story. There is still parts of Lambeth we need to do. We've got Mildred Graves, the bounty hunt, Lambeth Bullies, Echo Street Alley is a gang stronghold, and Battersea Bellows is another gang stronghold. Jesse Butler's a bounty hunt. The map is still quite large. There's still quite a lot to do. I still want to go back to Whitechapel at some point. Oh, that wasn't there. Charles Dickens Memories is in the Whitechapel area, which we've cleared, but we've still got the collectibles to do, including a locked chest. That might be interesting to do, actually, that one there. We may have to head back there, especially for that Charles Dickens Memories. But today what I think we'll do, we'll head for the shop, and then we'll head for the Origin of Syrup mission, and then from there we'll make a decision what's next, depending on where we stop. There's so much stuff to run around and grab. It's definitely worth doing at some point. As I say, I don't know if we need to. We've got the tutorial side. Inventory, weapons. We gained a new weapon. Yeah, we've got the canes there. I'm just wondering why it's saying we've got a new. Oh, we did gain a new weapon. The Ruby Cookery isn't as good as our current. Outfits for him, simply Jacob. We've got increased brass knuckle damage is currently on for him. Currently, I think that seems to be the better option. Database. It's showing there's something missing from we haven't looked at in the database. Let's have a look. Oh, it's locations. I'm not too worried about locations, to be fair. People are the big thing that I pay a lot of attention to. I enjoy the backstories to a lot of people. Okay, so we're going to try and go to the shop first. It's just behind us here. It's in an alleyway. May have gone the wrong way into this bit. I probably should have gone round. Yeah, I think it's inside a building the other side. So we're there first. As I say, what we'll do. But here is glitch. Oh, there is. How am I getting that? I know how to get that. While we're here, we might as well grab it. I didn't know it was above us, to be fair. Otherwise, I would have done it before. I just thought we'd head to the shop because we need to obviously make sure we've got all our consumables ready for when we start the mission. Right, that's there. If I go, I'm going to go this side and go there. Not near it, am I? Nope, that didn't quite work. Sometimes trying to get the right area to get these is difficult. Don't think we're going to be low enough. Yes, there we go. Here, this glitch obtained is what we wanted to do. So, we're going to go to the shop and then we're going to head into the next. It's a main story mission. And then depending on where the next one is, we may clear this area of all the missions before we move on. We'll see. It's always a case of trying to clear as much as we can as we go. But I don't know how much money we've got, to be fair, either. We've got a decent amount. We're okay. Treasure maps is something we need to be looking at as well. We still need the London tour guide. It's 5,000. And then we've still got Lambeth's chest to do. But let's refiddle first. We haven't quite got enough for Lambeth. At least we've got all our other things now. We will change his back to pistol, as we kind of use pistol with him more than anything else. That's whistle. I wonder what that was. Okay, so the main mission we're going to be doing is this one here, on the origin of syrup. That is where we're heading. As I say, main story mission, so it's worth doing it, and then we'll see where we're heading next. So far though, story-wise and gameplay-wise, really enjoying it. Definitely not been a bad story so far. Right, we've got on the origin of syrup. This is our next mission. Jacob prepares to infiltrate the asylum to reveal the creator of the soothing syrup. Let's have a look at this.
I have told you before, sir, I had nothing to do with that anonymous article. Nothing, I say.
That is a lie, sir. And you know it.
Bah, I don't have time for this nonsense.
Nonsense? It is my name and reputation you have willfully besmirched, sir. My very name.
Bah! Drive, damn you, drive!
That is Richard Owen, a vile, despicable wretch of a man.
Really? I could have sworn you were close friends.
Mr. Owen works at the asylum. He will know who made the syrup. Get him! Get him! Faster, you nitwit! Faster!
Right, we're going to hijack the carriage. I probably need my own and I haven't got one, so we're just running at this point, which is probably a bad decision. I need to hijack the carriage. Yeah, I probably should have grabbed the carriage myself, to be fair. Because there was no way I'm catching him, is there? Right, I need a carriage. There is one here. It may desync me for being too far away, to be fair. We're about to find out. Right, we're going to go and locate his carriage. And then we've got to hijack it. We've not done hijacking carriages yet, this will be new. Come on. These things are pretty difficult to drive at times. Thanks for the like, for the was much appreciated. I've dodged through the traffic. London traffic's bad nowadays, let alone that when they had awesome carriages. Right, how am I hijacking this? There we go, we're on. We've hijacked the carriage.
Darwin is paying you. It's not worth it. Do you realize how much trouble you're in?
Do I realise how much trouble we're in?
If you're trying to intimidate me, ruffian, you're wasting your time.
I've always wondered how much of a beating this type of vehicle could take.
We've got to scare him in the back of the carriage here. Good morning, Earl, how are you? So we have to scare him. By ramming into random things, hoping that's going to scare him in the back.
That's the way.
It's definitely weird that we're being allowed to damage whatever we want. Just to scare the guy in the back.
A few questions for you, sir.
Whatever it is Darwin wants, I will not give in.
Damage is going well, I think. We're going to get in trouble driving like that, are we? That's the whole point, I think.
What about Starrick's soothing syrup?
Soothing syrup? Why would a scientist have any interest in panaceas?
Right, I missed a couple of rams there. We're doing okay. He's not really giving us much information at this point. We need more information. Good morning, Dogchi. How are you?
Have I ever been involved with anyone selling that patent medicine?
me.
There we go.
Next stop, the River Thames. Better speak now, old man.
Stop! For pity's sake, stop, and I will tell you everything I know.
Right, stop the carriage and he's going to tell us everything he knows.
Doctor Elliotson, Dr. John Elliotson.
I'm not too bad, thank you, not too bad at all.
Elixir. He's the man you want, not me.
Dr. John Elliotson.
Stop this madness.
Now, was that so hard?
Yes.
Was that so hard? So we got what we needed. And we now have a schematic for a reinforced gauntlet. So I'm assuming we need craft. Managed to scare him enough to give us a name of someone in the asylum that may know something about this syrup that is endangering people. Okay. Now I'm assuming we need to craft the gauntlet. We haven't done any crafting yet, to be fair. It's this one here, the reinforced gauntlet. We can craft it now, we have enough. I was kind of holding off on crafting because I was kind of waiting until we got like endgame gear, but maybe we should be doing this because we've unlocked the schematic. Good morning, Matchco, how are you? Do I need new? I don't have a PC, so there's no point in me having a graphics card, I'm afraid. Because there are some better belts and stuff. I'm not too sure about the crafting side in terms of it kind of doesn't see any point in it currently. Although it is kind of wanting us to do this because of unlock this gauntlet and it is better than what we're using. I believe. Let's just double check the one we're using first. So that's the one that needs crafting. And that is better than the one we're using. So we will actually craft it. We've got the money. We've got the know-how to do so. Craft and equip. We now have a reinforced gauntlet as a new gauntlet. There we go. We can upgrade it. And again, I don't see the point upgrading anything until we're at kind of end game for me. It makes no sense otherwise. Yeah, I'd wait to end game. Yeah, because the mission kind of gave it to us, I kind of felt that was wanting us to do the actual upgrade there, the actual crafting. So we did it. But my plan is not to upgrade anything or really craft anything until near end game. It's because it doesn't make sense otherwise, I don't think. Okay, main story mission now. We know we've got a Charles Dickens memory over there. I can't see the next main story mission. Where's the asylum? Because that's obviously where the mission will be, I think. Charles Dickens memory. I don't know where the asylum is. Let's have a quick look at progression. John Elliotson. So this is the person we've just got information on from the guy in the carriage. This is our next target. Lambeth. Evie gameplay. What do you mean by Evie gameplay, Gookie? Well, we're only Jacob at the minute because of his missions are different to Evie's. So we were doing a mission that kind of relates more to Jacob. That's why. We are trying to swap between the two quite a bit. But this is Jacob's next target. So this is John Elliotson, born 29th October 1791. Oh, I do use the girl as well. We try and chop and change between the two. But it depends what the mission is, because some missions suit Evie, some suit Jacob. And the syrup missions relate more to Jacob. It's at the bottom of the map, I'll have a look in a sec. So he is a son of a chemist and apothecary. John Elliotson attended Jesus College at Cambridge, which might explain his panache as a prophet. Unfortunately, he chose mesmerism to preach. Forget the Virgin Mary, he cavorted around with mesmerized twin sisters who he believed could see diseases inside others. They sound fun. Suffice to say, he was not long for respected medicine, which, I might add, at that time thought leeches were surgical instruments. One had to really try hard to be outside the box of horrors. Although he tried to weather the bumps of phrenology, Elliotson's practice declined until he was virtually penniless, at which point Mr. Starrick approached him with an offer he couldn't refuse. So Starrick took advantage of him when he had nothing to see. Yeah, we can target the same guy, but the difference being Jacob the mission to do the syrup is Jacob's mission, and we're still the main story mission is still the syrup mission, which was Jacob's. So because it was still Jacob's, we've kept with Jacob for it. Yeah, we can target the same guy, both characters, admittedly, but because the syrup mission started as a Jacob thing, we kind of kept with Jacob for it. It's just because he wants to go after the Templars, doesn't he? And Evie doesn't. She wants to go after the artifacts. That's the reason. But we are trying to chop and change where possible. The next main story mission though is not showing up. I can see. This is the bottom of the map. It's in Lambeth. So I wonder if we need to do the Mildred Graves hunt first. Bounty hunt. Or it just hasn't loaded in yet, I don't know. But we'll go and do the bounty hunt. But yeah, I just think some characters suit certain missions, and obviously Jacob wants to kill the Templars, Evie doesn't. She just wants to find the artifacts. So it's really just that. We'll get there though. That's siblings for you. Can you install... I don't know, I don't have an Xbox match code, so I'm not sure what you can and can't install. I would assume not, to be fair. Yeah, do other missions, get more missions. That's what I was kind of thinking. Right, we've got a bounty hunt here. We just need to find out where the person is. Fly to territory, there he is. This is our bounty hunt. We need to put this person in a carriage, basically. Bring him back alive, Mildred Graves. So, I hate when I press that button twice accidentally. So we need to grab hold of her and just walk her out quietly, basically. We don't need to fight. We just need to avoid people. If we can get to the back of her.
She's putting them away faster than she eats her own food.
Miss Lilla said you could handle it.
Yeah, I'm just going to wait until obviously... She's chatting to someone yet. Don't want to grab her while the guard's there.
Shall we tell her you refuse to do her bidding then?
Again, I think Jacob suits these bounty hunts more because that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to take over the streets of London.
Make it quick. The police are on our trail.
We need one of them to move. That being her. Why is she not moving? Come on. Thank you. Once I can get behind her, I can then take her for a walk.
Hey!
We've got her.
Silence, and I might let
Hey!
you live.
That
What are
guy's
you
going to walk
doing?
straight past us there, isn't he?
What did you see?
I need to head for the
Quiet
door
now.
or the way in because I can't run and jump over
I haven't
things.
done anything.
Wrong
I
button.
promise. No!
Oh.
Please let me go!
I went to restrain and I pressed the circle instead, which wasn't what I intended.
Help me! I can hit him!
Right, we've got to tackle her now to get her back on side.
Let me go! I promise I'll see you when I exist. Help! Help me!
That definitely went badly wrong there, didn't it? Right, let's run after her. I've messed up that massively. I pressed circle instead of X when I went to restrain her while she was struggling, and it was the complete wrong button. Right, we've got her back now though.
Help! Help me! No! Please let me go!
Right, where's my carriage?
Not so fast.
Consider I messed up massively. Is this carriage here? Right, let's get her in the carriage, and we'll drive her to where we need to go. That messed up massively. Just wrong button. That was the only problem there.
Can anyone spare a penny? What's that? Looks exciting, my child.
Shove her in the carriage. We can drive her or we need to take her. You bet.
I'm being kidnapped!
Right, let's go. Come on, out my way. Obviously we can't deliver her unless we've got rid of these guys. There we go. Take the guy out with there. You always knock them out.
I hear her sister is
I've
the
never
real
tried
menace.
knocking one out, to be fair. We've got unlocked a new firearm, though. I've not. The next one we do, we'll knock out. I've not tried knocking them out. I've always just tried to kidnap them, to be fair. Then they couldn't run. I'm going to have to try that. Like I say, I've just kidnapped them, and so that's the only one that's got away from us at the time. Trophy achieved, Thieftaker. Okay, what's the plan next? It looks like to be a stronghold, to be fair. Main story-wise, my only guess is maybe we need to take the whole of Lambeth. Good morning, Teddy, how are you? I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad at all. You don't count as kidding. Ah. Sneak up behind them. I did sneak up behind her without detection. It's when she tried to move that I messed up. But mission-wise, I think we're going to have to clear Lambeth, by the looks of things. Because like I said, I can't see the next... Ned Weiner is there. There's missions on the train to do, I know that. What else have we got? Charles Dickens. Charles... Associate Robert Topping. There's so much to do, but I can't see main story. So because of that, I think we should just keep going with Lambeth itself. So we've got the Echo Street Alley. We're going to have to stick with Jacob for the time being, as the strongholds are going to be his kind of thing. Obviously, I want to use Evie, but the Temple Hunt is a Jacob mission, but actually Evie might be better for it to do it discreetly. You're good, you got a PC for your birthday. Well, happy birthday. Give me a second. And congrats on the PC. What's the first thing you're going to be doing on the PC? What's your aim? Is it a gaming PC? Is that what it's for? Right. We did just gain a new gun. Let's put that in place if it's better than our current firearm. We're using the bullseye revolver currently. Oh, no, we're not changing because that's worse. We'll keep with the bullseye, I think. Better speed, better damage. So, I think the stronghold is our next thing. I don't know how many skill points we've got, actually, thinking about it. Let's have a look at skills. We've got 4 to spend. Oh, wow, okay. I didn't realise we had 4 waiting for us. So, Jacob, what are we looking at in his skills? We can have more health for Jacob. Nice health boost. I was kind of looking towards this one, as it is one of his. You'll be 57 this Saturday. Well, happy birthday for Saturday, yo. Thanks for the like, otherwise, much appreciated. Or do we try and increase our driving style with him? We need 6 points and level 6 for that, so we're a little way off there. What do we want to use for him? What we got here? Slayer 2. Ah, that's not bad. Put 1 near death, the next opponent will also be near death, and that sets up multi-finishers. Might take that one. It's 2 points. And then with that, we'll take the Mutilate as well, ready for when we get his actual ability there. Yeah, we'll use Evie skills as well. So we'll do those 2 for him. Obviously, when we move to Evie, we just got to get a mission that Evie actually needs to do. Okay, Gang Stronghold is the one we're looking at next. I'm not worried about them. We can just fight randomly, but it's kind of just a waste of time a lot of time, isn't it? So, Gang Stronghold, I think, is a Jacob mission again. Obviously, I want to use Evie, but the missions currently don't really involve her, unless we go back to the train and grab one of those missions, maybe. I think when you get a skill with a guy, you get skill for the girl. We get skill points for her, you don't get the skills themselves, you still have to select them. Right, Gang Stronghold is here. Burn Blighter, heist plans, and free and protect captured rooks. We failed the optional on this last time for freeing and protecting the rooks. I think I did wrong with this last time. There's a sniper up there. Take out the sniper first, I think. Is I didn't actually protect the rooks we had freed. So let's take the sniper down first. Nice ledge kill. Right, what do we got? I mean, this time I think the way to do this is do not free the rooks too early. Because I didn't protect them last time, and obviously that cost us. I can crush that guy underneath them barrels there. When he comes back round this way, that might be a shout. There's 9 blighters to kill here. One there, one there. We can get them all marked up, that makes life a lot easier. But yeah, I'm not going to free blighters, I don't think, until after we have cleared all the enemy. Because that's the mistake we made last time. We didn't clear everyone. And then we didn't protect them enough. Did that kill him? I did kill him. Cool. Can take both of these down, to be fair. Oh, there's 3 of them here. So actually we probably should, if we can, take down at least 2 of these. There's a little bit of a fight involved, I think. Take out the big guy, the higher level. Let's take him out.
We have visitors!
Right, let's them out.
Thank you, Jacob.
Okay. Now they're under attack. This is how we lost last time because we didn't protect them enough. Let's try and protect them a bit better this time. To be fair, there's only a couple left and I know where they are. Where's this one? There's one here and I can't... Ah, is he up there? In the building. Take care of him. Missed the assassination there, that was kind of more my aim. Haven't seen the heist plans yet though. Can we see the plans? Ah, one's here I think. Did you get the Ubisoft stuff? Sorry, let me just catch up. Spartan kick for Jacob. We can kick people off ledges, to be fair. It's not really a Spartan kick though. Not as powerful. Did I get the Ubisoft stuff? I've not looked, to be fair. I haven't got DLCs yet. I'm still waiting for them to come under an offer. There's not if they don't get an offer, go an offer before we're ready for the DLCs, then I'll have to pay full price. But I am trying to avoid paying full price if possible.
I forgot something at home.
I'll smash your face in!
Okay. That is all 9 blighters done. I think we've done that perfectly. That was quick, 3 in a row. That went really well, didn't it, really? Taking out the blighters first, as many as possible, before freeing the rooks, I think does work massively. And getting stronghold done. Let me just check my Ubisoft account. I'm pretty sure they've given everything away for free. I just haven't, maybe not collected it in game. So on Ubisoft, games. Is the app? Oh, the app's not wanting to work today. Come on. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. The app's been really slow. Yeah, the Azbaz Miz Cane Sword, Bullseye Revolver, the Evie and Jacob Cloak and Belt combo. They've given all the Ubisoft rewards for free, haven't they? But I haven't seen them in game. I'll have to have a look in a second. But that is a stronghold done. There we go. The bounty hunt we may switch to Evie. I think if she can take him out from a distance, it works really well. I know it's not her mission as such, but I think that would be a good one to do with Evie. Once we have the money, we need to buy the map as well for chests here. There's so many different things to run around and pick up. I'm trying to do as we go, but it's not always possible. So let's have a look. So I would assume inventory. Must be crafted. I don't actually remember what the actual... There's a cane. One of them's a cane, isn't it? The Asmaya cane sword. Mayan Adept. Yeah, that one. So that was the first one we used, actually, to be fair. Obviously not for Jacob. Jacob is using knuckle dusters. But yeah, so we have got them. I've already collected them. They're all collected on Ubisoft. So that's the cane sword. If you go to belts, one of these is the Ubisoft reward as well. Yeah. So we have got them. It's the same as outfits because we've got Ezio's outfit and Edward's, which are Ubisoft. I'm pretty sure they're part of the Ubisoft rewards, aren't they? Just double check. I think the gun we're using, the bullseye revolver, the pistol we're currently using, is actually that one. Yeah. No, Elise and Aveline outfits for Evie are Ubisoft rewards. And Edward's outfit as well. Yeah, so we have got them. I just don't use them, the outfits. Just because I don't think they fit. It's not your, but it's all good. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Yeah, I hadn't double checked, to be fair. This was the guy. Was it Richard Owen? The one we. Who's Richard Owen? I'm trying to think of who he was. I think we just. He might have been the person we just had in the carriage. Yeah, Evie got some stuff as well. So what I think. Let's have a look mission wise. So main mission's still not showing up, and it may be because we've not cleared Lambeth yet. So if that's the case, the next thing we've got to do is a bounty hunt, which, if you do this quietly, it works a lot better, I find. Yeah, we'll have a look at her in a second. So if we go to Templar Hunt, what we'll do is we'll change to Evie. Like I say, I think Evie's a lot more quieter on those kind of missions. So let's swap to Evie. We'll have skills to do as well. It's quite nice to use. I'm just trying to change between the two quite as much as possible. So, Evie has got some outfits. What have we just gained for Evie? Oh, here we go. Shejun, Elise, and Aveline. But we'll stick with this one currently. I like how Evie's quiet, if that makes sense. I like how she is discreet. I think that works really well. Why has she only got the... we need... Oh, so we need to change hers separately, don't we? We'll change hers to the bullseye revolver as well. I don't think we've got a better cape. Okay. And skills for her. We've got 4 skill points. And obviously we're trying to be as discreet as possible with her. Intimidation may be a good one to have. To kidnap people. First strike. Assassin's Steps may be a good one. Because that gets us ready for Chameleon. We're basically just below these ones here. For her skills with knives and things. Knife Master and Stealth 3. So let's do these steps. Because that gives us closer to that. Have we got a better cape? We'll have another look at cape in a second. I think I might take first strike. Intimidation. I don't. We could just take health. That may be a good one to have actually for his health. Or we've got increased eagle vision. Let's do increased eagle vision, I think. But yeah, we're waiting for her skills to unlock her 3 main ones, and that'll be hers fully done, which will be bonus as well. She's definitely better on her own. We'll have a quick look at capes and just see if we have got a better one. I didn't think we did. So we're currently using Killer's Lace Cloak is our current one. These 2 are worse. These ones we need to pay for and not better. Needs to be crafted and we're not a high enough level yet. Crafted. Yeah, no. They all need crafting and the higher levels. Some of them will just unlock by missions anyway. Right, we've got Evie on the case then for the next mission. It is a Templar Hunt. And as I say, if we can do this quietly, it normally works really well. And if we need £2,500 and we can actually go and get the map for this area so we know where all the chests are as well, which I think will help us long term. I want to obviously buy all the maps of every area. Okay, Templar. These can be really quick, especially if you do it well, I find. Who's in? Yeah, if you do these really well, you can get these done really quickly and easily. Right. There's our target. Aid a striker. Do not let the Lambeth bullies kill more than 2 civilians. Okay, we may have to be really quick about this. Oh, there's 2. Clyde striker. So there's 2 of them to take out here. It's the only Assassin's Creed with grapple hook. I think you might be right. I'm trying to think. Yeah. No, I can't remember any other game that's had one, to be fair.
But they have no idea how much better things are because of us.
Okay, if you can't let them kill more than... I pressed the one button. Trying to get the...
Up to the next to go.
We'll feast on those rooks tonight.
Right, 1 down. And 2. Gotta get a headshot, otherwise he won't die. First time. There we go. Escape the area. That's why I like Evie, because she's brilliant from distance. And being discreet in that respect. That's how easy their missions can be. Revelations of Hidden Book. Yeah, so you could go higher, couldn't you? But that was about it. There we go. Mission complete. Master Ruby Cookery is the next reward there. Henry Green, nearly loyalty level 2. Yeah, so basically the hook blades you would climb normally and then you jump and it would hook above you. But it wasn't a zip line or anything like that. But good job by Evie there. Taking them out in very quick succession, I think. I think that went really well. What do we got here? Another bounty hunt. I think we'll keep with Evie for this one. There's a few things we can do here actually and pick up. Chest there. There's a helix glitch. We'll do those while we're here. Yeah, you just meant you jumped higher more than anything else though. We got a skill point for that. Nice. But it was, yeah, it wasn't like this. It wasn't a grapple hook. It was just you could jump, you can jump higher and go higher, climb higher, essentially. Right, where's the chest? The chest is below me here. Obviously, there is a guy there. Can I take him out? No, too far away. But yeah, bounty hunts definitely seem to be Evie's thing, don't they? That actually went perfectly. Right, I want this chest here. No longer a red area, luckily, because we've dealt with what we need to do here. There is a helix glitch as well here. Where's my helix glitch? It's nearby. Can't quite see where it is at the minute. Let's go back up. While we're here, it makes sense to try and grab some of the collectibles as we're passing. Trying to see. There's a chest over there as well. Right, over the rope. Where's my helix glitch? Can we see it? Ah, it's there. Some of these can be really tricky to grab, I've found. Was it there? Or was that a bird? No, it's there. Oh, okay. We just need to jump. Yeah, some of them I find can be really tricky to do. Chest as well. I haven't looked at trophies. I never look at trophies until we finish the main story, so I don't know. I don't think there's no multiplayer, is there? So it's possible, to be fair. The collectibles aren't too bad. They're fairly simple to go and just go around and grab. I'm assuming there's a trophy for those. So yeah, it's possible we go for the platinum, to be fair. Okay, so we're heading for the bounty hunt. Is there anything else on the way? I could probably do with a shop to go and just make sure we've got everything again, knives and everything fully done. Let's head for the shop first, and then we'll probably get the pressed flower as well, because we are nearby to it. Shop is in this building here. Make sure we restock everything. Okay, we're going to restock everything. I'm also going to buy the treasure map for this area. Or do I hold off until we get the 5,000 for the tour guide? I think we'll do, actually, I think we'll do chest. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like I say, I don't look at, just because we don't look at trophies till quite near the end. I never know how easy, well, how doable it is till quite late on. There was a pressed flower nearby as well, and a chest. So we'll grab these two over here as we head for another bounty hunt. They're this way. As Evie seems to find bounty hunts really simple. But they're the ones that you have to kill people. She definitely finds them a lot easier than the other ones. My pressed flower's there, isn't it? Had to fight just because I need the pressed flower that's here. There we go, pressed flower gained. We'll have a look at that in a second. There is a chest here. I think I've got police after me. I haven't got away from them. I might be alright. Chest as well. Okay, quick look at the pressed flower as we've just gained it. I don't know. The actual current viewers isn't always accurate. I know that, because you can have 5 people chatting in chat and it will show 1 person, and it's like, well, I know there's more, because they're all in chat. Right, this was the pressed flower we just picked up. This is the Rosa Canonae. It's a scientific name. Love. Who that ever could sing this, not sung the rose? The poets have not exaggerated its beauty or completed its panegyric. They have called it the daughter of heaven, ornament of the earth, glory of spring. But what expressions could ever do justice to the charms of this beautiful flower? Interesting. Right, that's the rose. So we're going for the bounty hunt that's here, and then obviously I think we'll be Jacob for the stronghold again. Restocked everything. Let's go for the bounty hunt. I was going to say we could do with doing that mission there, to be fair, but I don't think we're going to get to him in time. Where's he gone? Is he running through the park? Might be able to get him actually. Crowd events, we're still trying to do the ones we need to do. Where's he running? Not towards us, annoyingly. There we go. Crowd event done. And it's put us right near the bounty hunt. Always a bonus, isn't it? Right, bounty hunt is there. Can I get... I want to... Not worry about scaring the bullies at this point. Okay, let's have a look at this bounty hunt, shall we? Bring back the target alive. So we did do bounty hunt last time with Jacob. We're going to do it with Evie this time. And the person we need is here. This bounty hunt is Jesse Butler. So we're going to try knocking him out this time. We haven't tried knocking him out before. I always press the wrong button there when I want to exit. We've got a couple of guards with him, so we've got to be a bit careful of that. But yeah, last time we did one of these, it was Jacob. Who did make a bit of a tough job of it, to be fair. There's police there, isn't there? Okay. I need to kidnap him. Obviously, he's talking to people doesn't really help us, does it? Where's he going to go? Is he going to keep the guards with him? I think he is, isn't he? Okay. No, he's gone inside the house. Okay. Chance to grab him is now.
Get lost!
I was going to try knocking him out. I haven't done that yet, have we?
What's going on?
Right, where's my carriage? Can I get him out of the police?
Settle down.
I don't know if I can get him past the police.
Let me go, you rat!
Frederick Aberline would like a word.
Who?
I don't want to
I know
hurt.
of
I
no one
was
by that
going
name.
to...
Well, the sergeant knows who you are.
I was
You
going
may
to
want
knock
to
him out,
rethink your
but I didn't give me
connections.
the option that time. Let's go this way. Yeah, the plan was to try and knock him out. We haven't done that before, but it didn't really give me the option. Can I not get down there? Ah, I should leave this way then.
Let's go for a stroll.
Even while hold no, because now let's go with him. Because that's the mistake we made last time. We pressed O instead, and you actually let go of them and they run away. I've got to get behind him and hold O, haven't I? That's why I didn't manage to do this time. We can knock him out, I think, as we put him in the carriage. You think we can do it now?
Scream and it'll be your last.
There we go. You're right, we did it. And now we can carry him. But that looks more worrying than just escorting him. It says hide body though. Right, off we go. But yeah, that seems like it's nowhere near as discreet as just walking him out though, is it? That seems more likely to get you seen, in my mind. Whereas if you're walking slowly, it's discreet.
Come on.
He's not dead. He looks dead, but he's not.
Feeling a little entitled.
But yeah, I
was
would
he?
rather walk him out because that way you're less likely to get anyone come after you. We only got seen because we had knocked him out. But the mission complete. So that is done. There's only one bit left to do in Lambeth before we get the territory back, and that'll be a Jacob mission, I would say. Main quest still isn't appearing, strangely. But we'll get to that shortly. I'm sure it'll show up shortly. It could be we need to go back to the train. There might be something on the train to do to make the main quest move on. But we'll go and do Battersea Bellows first. I think that's a good shout. We are probably going to change character again. The Stronghold is definitely more of a Jacob thing. Skills wise, we've got one skill point. I think we might as well hold off spending it for the time being. But we'll do the Stronghold with Jacob, just in case it goes wrong and we get into a big fight. Jacob has got some skills to have a look at. I've only got one skill point, so it's not worth it either. Right, let's see. Can we get this Stronghold done? And then I think we then have to go to the train. I think that might be what we need to do before the mission shows up.
What's this all about?
I don't think we need the shop. I know there's lots of enemy here. So anything to pick up on the way? That's the other thing. Yes. Chest and a helix glitch nearby. Let's go and grab those.
I've got a message for you. Come here.
Hope he's not up to any mischief.
May as well grab these while we're here. It makes sense. We're nearby. And our helix glitch is nearby as well. I just can't see where it is at the minute. Let's have a look up. They are normally higher. There it is. So if I basically go across, we should be able to get it here. Nope, too low. That's always a problem with some of these. You need to be higher sometimes to get them. How was I too low there? That's annoying. Okay. Got it that time. After getting all lands, you kill leader. That's yeah. We got the leader fight, haven't we? So good shout. Leader fight. I forgot all about that one. But yeah, the Stronghold's taking back London is a Jacob thing, so we'll use him. And also, if we do get into trouble, he is the best for that, I think. Right, gang Stronghold. Let's see what we've got to do here. Kill the leader undetected. May have been better to be an Eevee thing, to be fair. We're going to do something undetected. Although Jacob can throw knives. There's the leader. We've got 7 blighters to kill. The leader is the one I want to keep an eye on. May just be able to do a knife in the head and he's done undetected anyway, to be fair. I know Eevee's better for that. Leader's down. two down. As I say, it's just a case of doing it slowly, quietly. I'm ignoring the rooks for the minute because I know that that can go badly wrong. Another one down.
Someone take care of him.
Big guy to deal with. And there's only one more to do actually. This may have gone really well. Hopefully.
How did he get through?
Down he goes. I haven't actually freed any. Oh, I didn't free the rooks, but it counts. Yeah, oh yeah, leader's definitely a Jacob mission. Job done. And we have gained the Master Ruby Cookery. I'm not really using the cookeries. I kind of underlined about Jacob, but I do like him using knuckle dusters. We'll have a look at it though. But job done. Gang stronghold done. So Lambeth now has just the leader to take down, isn't it? Gang war available. That's what we'll do while we're here. Clear Lambeth, get that back under our control. Take it off the Templars. I've got a feeling we have to head back to the train for the main story mission. You don't like the Knuckles? I like the Knuckles, to be fair.
4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie.
Okay. This is the fight.
Finish him off.
One of mine. How we doing? I think we're done.
Let's give them what they want.
Oh, gang war can now be played. I thought that was part of it there. That wasn't the gang war. But yeah, I just think the knuckles suit him more than a knife. You kind of, because there's 3 different types of weapons, you kind of want a third character, don't you, really, for the knife? I don't think it suits Evie, and I don't know, I just don't think it suits Jacob. He's more of a backstreet brawler, is the way it comes across to me. I should probably look at the, if there's any information.
Mr. Strain and the Blighters have challenged the Rooks to a fight for territory in Lambeth. Defeat him and the borough's yours. Look, Sharpie's a bit sadistic.
He's a bit sadistic, is he? Okay. What if I could have killed him before this then? Because I'm sure he ran away. Or he has bombs. Interesting. Okay, before we go and do it, I'm pretty sure there'll be a database entry on him. No, there isn't. I thought there'd be one on Cletus, but obviously not. Progression log maybe. Gang war. Lambeth. Even in the midst of mayhem, Cletus Strain always makes time to play games. Partial to theatrics, Strain uses smoke to blind his enemies and hit them where it really hurts. The version of 5G sync. I don't know, Matchco, to be fair. It's not something I use. Right, we're fighting. There's 12 targets, 12 blighters to take out. Where's the leader? I can't see where the leader is, to be fair. Okay.
Here we go round the mulberry bush.
He's coming into the fight now, is he? So he can block. So he can block the bullets, as that just showed. He's not putting up much of a fight, I'll say that.
I'm gonna kick the shit out of you.
Although I say that as he hits us. And that was the way to finish him off. The tool attack after a stun does work perfectly, and I think putting him on his knees before firing at him was a really good look, actually.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are Jacob and Evie Fry. And as of this moment, you all work for us.
That was a cool finish, wasn't it? That did look good when it was done. The Lambeth is now under our control. So I think, main story-wise, I think we have to head back to the train. That's the only thing I can see that we must have to do. So while we're here, we're right near a chest. So what we'll do, we'll really grab this chest, this chest, this chest, head to the shop. That's my kind of thinking. We'll restock everything at the shop, and then we will head. We can fast travel to the train from there. And at some point, we'll have to run around Lambeth and Whitechapel and just pick up everything. I don't think it'll take too long to do, to be fair. It's fairly simple to find everything, especially once you've got the maps. But as we're on the way to the shop, we may as well clear some chests. And at least that way we are still clearing stuff. I do like to clear as we go where possible, so it kind of works. Where's this chest? It's in that building, isn't it? Pop down. There we go. One chest in here. We've got one more to our left, and then we'll go to the shop, and then we'll fast travel train, which I think is what's going to set up the next main story. I can hear it. It's just in here. I can hear it. I can't see it. Is it upstairs, maybe? I can hear it, I just can't see it. Must be upstairs. Yeah, there we go. What was the first game we streamed? Assassin's Creed Valhalla was the first game we streamed. Yeah, that was the first game we streamed, was Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And then a few of the subscribers that saw us straight away, they convinced me to platinum it, and it kind of, we've moved on from there, kind of thing. And they were also the people that convinced us to do the Assassin's Creed franchise as well, to be fair. Good morning, Dennis. How are you? That's weird to pop up. No, the schedule says Genshin is this evening. So it's a 2-hour stream this evening for Genshin. This morning, Syndicate. We do one morning stream and one evening stream of Genshin. We had the morning stream on Tuesday. I think there's been one bit of spam, but I can deal with it. It's not an issue. The Genshin Impact stream on Tuesday morning, though, is nearly 1,000 views. How did you find the channel, Godkey? I'm always interested to see how people found us.
Nigel's in a spot of trouble.
Right, we're on the train. I assumed the main story mission would be here, but I don't know. Just because I couldn't see it elsewhere. Associates, worldview. Yeah, main story mission isn't showing up. Unless I'm being really silly and can't see it. Charles Dickens. It may be we've got to do a train mission or so to get into it. Some of the associates as well. That's fine. So let's do the train mission. There's 2 on here. Is one an Evie mission? Or is that just a change to Evie? Nigel for the Chop is an Agnes mission. Oh, there we go.
The train's ours now.
There is one to do there. It's an Evie mission. So what we'll do is grab the money from the safe. I always forget about the money. This is our assassination wall on sequence 4. So there is a mission on the train to do first, as part of as Evie's got to do actually. This is an Evie mission. Evie has a lead to location of the Templars, Peace of Eden. search because needed tips on Assassin's Creed Odyssey. This channel pop up, you being better than me. I subscribe and started to play the games you play. Oh, nice. I wouldn't say I was better than you, Godkey, in the slightest. But yeah, needed tips on Assassin's Creed Odyssey and we popped up. That's quite cool. Right, we can swap to Evie for this one. Evie has found a lead to the location of the Templar's Piece of Eden, and she gets a new cape from this one. So this is still sequence 4, so this is the next story mission. Let's have a look at it. Oh, you was level 10 and I was level 50. But we've probably been playing it for longer though, hadn't we, at that point? You're level 41, nice. Yeah, we platinumed Odyssey as well, didn't we? What did we do? Platinum Valhalla, Odyssey, and Origins. Assassin's Creed 2, 3 has been platinumed. I'm going to argue about time to go back and re-platinum some of the ones we haven't managed to do. Bar Black Flag.
Just on my way out, actually.
Although the multiplayer on Black Flag may become populated because it's going free to play on PlayStation Plus.
Deflect bullets.
So it may become
They're dangerous objects,
a bit easier to do the platinum, I'm not sure.
You sound exactly like Father.
Have you not played Valhalla yet, Godkey?
Lucy Thorne is expecting a shipment tonight. She's Starrick's expert in the occult. I'm nearly certain she's receiving the piece of Eden Sir David Brewster mentioned.
Sounds like fun. Mind if I join you?
Promise you will stick to the mission.
I swear.
Jacob is joining us supposedly for this mission. This will be interesting. Easy for you. Love Assassin's Creed Rogue. Pops up. Stayed. Here you come in, Jensen. Easy. Yeah, if you've not done Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Godkey, I think you'll enjoy it. It's definitely it's a decent story. And by the end of the year, either story will be done.
Life and those of your entire family. Do you understand?
Yes, Miss Thorne. Careful there, and double the guard on that cart.
You have Assassin's Creed Valhalla for a while. Oh, we finished it. We platinumed it. That was, like I say, the first game we did.
Come this way.
Very well, but make it quick.
We've not beat the game yet. Yeah, we're 250 odd hours into it, I think, with all the DLCs and everything. But like I say, we'll go back to it.
Can you dispose of them before I reach the cart?
I was hoping for a
We'll go back to Valhalla once the new update drops, the Forgotten Saga. Right, what do we need to do? We have some skills to actually. We're going to search for the Templar chest. Let's have a look at skills first. And inventory. What have we got in inventory? Ah, weapons. What have we gained? What did we gain? I'm sure. Ah, there we go. The Master Ruby Cookery. We gained this in the last mission. But there's no. It's worse than stun. It's better than the Cane Sword currently, but we're not high enough level anyway. We've unlocked an outfit as well for Evie. Okay, we have these. We haven't. These have been unlocked for ages, but they keep showing up as not looked at for some reason. Not sure why. Skills. 2 skill points. I'm kind of holding off for the minute. Don't think there's anything we need to put on her just yet. So we'll hold off. And database entry. No, nothing new. Okay. So we need to find the location of the box, which we can see where it is. We know it's on the carriage there. Are we not? Is it not going to let me catch it from there? I just want to go. There we go. That's all I wanted from there. Okay, we should be able to do this now. We've got to search. Oh, we've got to search the chest. So I've got to get down there and search it without being seen. There's enemies everywhere by looks of things. Right, search the chest basically without being seen by looks of things. Are we close enough for a headshot? Yes. Right, wait for him to stand still. We'll do the headshot on the guy up here. Nice, he's down. Obviously, if we don't get seen searching it, that is the aim. Okay. There's another sniper to the left there. I missed the shot. Took him out in the end though. There's one person left by the looks of it to take out. And then we can search the chest. There are police officers there. I don't want to really annoy the police officer if we can avoid it. Right, that's all the guards down now, I believe. There's a couple the other side, but we should be okay. I'm assuming the police won't do anything. I don't put between us because it's faster. Rogue is the most hated out of them all. Love story, but I hate Shay. I like Shay. I like his character and the way he explains why he did what he did. The game itself has so much to do after the game, but it doesn't make sense. Why is the police looking for us? I wasn't expecting to have to deal with the police as well. I wasn't aiming to have to kill police officers, but I don't think I have a choice. It's about to 5. I'm gonna go to bed. See you next time. Thank you, Godkey. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for saying hello. Much appreciated. Oh, it's not gonna let me search it because of the policeman. Now it should. There we go. What have we got here?
Did you find it?
Actually.
There he is! I think it's best we leave.
What did you do?
It's hardly the time for questions.
Whoa! Come on!
Right. Jacob is driving. I'm guessing we're going to stay in the back. But I don't know.
We need to get this crate back to a safe place.
What do you think I'm
Quick
trying
shot highlighted enemies.
Yes, I'd say kill us both.
I'm going to take out the horse. I thought that would help there.
We're right behind you! Come over here and get us then!
Jacob, stop it!
Oh, he's down.
If you really want to fight, come over here!
We'll defend the chest, basically. Need to reload. Miss. Four shot.
Come over here!
There we go, someone down.
It's papers, Jacob! Documents to be served.
I know you can shoot a horse, I think. Take them out. Takes out the carriage that way. Don't think people shooting at us. Trying to survive. Right, one down there. I'm nearly out of bullets as well, which isn't going to help. He's giving us more ammunition. I know shooting horses isn't nice, but it helps us. Right, how are we doing? I need more bullets. Badly. Jacob is more trouble than help. He does think, what is wrong with you? Trophy achieved. I'm not sure what that's for, but we'll take it.
What about the chest?
Jump! Now!
Go jump.
Bullets!
Take my cartridge!
Okay, we're jumping. But we got a trophy for something there. I'm not sure what it was.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, horses aren't the best thing to shoot, but it does work. Takes out the carriages.
Damn it.
We got the book though from the chest. I know, they're not real. And we got a new cape freebie as well. The crate escape completed. with a new cape for Evie as well. Tricky mission, but I think we did quite well. Obviously, we've not set her up to be pistol orientated either, so because of that, some of the shooting is a bit off. She's definitely better with a knife than she is with a gun. Have you seen the subscribers, Dennis? Have you seen what number we're at? I saw it this morning. So we need to have a look at Evie, see what the new cape's like as well.
For you. Lacquer paint, new rugs from Camden Loch, and my wee sister, the seamstress, did a discount on the curtains.
Train's looking better. We have got an Agnes mission to do as well, to be fair. While we're on the train, it might be worth doing it. There's a new area, I think, on the train. I think that's new. Okay, so let's have a look. What's next? I think Agnes would be decent since it's already here. And obviously we've got a new thing there. New database entry as well. Let's let everything catch up for a second. And the skill point as well. Income chest is empty. I absolutely get new people. I don't look at it that often, but I looked at it this morning as I was going live. I was like, oh wow. Progression log. Evie's notebook. We now have an Evie's notebook. This is new for us. We've just unlocked this. Review Evie's progress in a hunt for the Shroud of Eden. Entry 1. Okay. This is the first time I've unlocked this, so let's have a little look at what she's put. This is her notebook, so this is what she writes. Entry 1. I arrived at Sir David's laboratory too late to recover the piece of Eden. I did not get a good look at it, but he had hooked it up to some sort of machine, which exploded under duress. For his part, Jacob believes I found some ancient pottery that cracked when exposed to an electrical charge. Ancient pottery? Unfortunately for me, the subsequent explosion of the laboratory means that I cannot disprove the hypothesis. If we had timed our mission even a few hours sooner, I would be holding the proof in my hands even now, but I know what I saw. I also had the opportunity to observe the famed Lucy Thorne. She was more interested in speedy results than the actual object they'd found. I suppose it's to be expected of a Templar, that she would focus more on gaining power than gaining information. Still, she does not seem to be a woman to be trifled with. I'll need to proceed carefully. If what Sir David told me as he died is true, Miss Thorne is either in possession of another piece of Eden or knows where one is. Jake and I have come to London to find it. It would be more truthful to say that I have come to London with that aim in mind. I am supported by Mr. Henry Green, an assassin from my brothers in India. Jacob is more interested in a scheme to use London gangs to take back the city from Templar control. I told him it was a plot worthy of Ezio Auditore himself. He looked at me blankly and said, who? At least this will keep him occupied while I attempt to locate Miss Thorne's piece of Eden. Jacob has a tendency to act rashly when he gets impatient. He is calling them the Rooks. It has taken the bribing of several Mr. Green's London contacts, not to mention intercepting messages meant for Templar agents. We've determined that Miss Thorne does not yet have the piece of Eden. That much is good news. However, she is expecting a delivery to the London docks, which she'll collect personally. Whatever it is, I must get to it better before she does. I haven't really thought that far ahead, to be fair. I know I can't physically go back to work anytime soon. So I haven't really thought that far ahead. Yeah, so basically, when Jacob said to Evie that Jacob's plan to use the gangs of London to take out the Templars, and unite them all under the Rook banner, she said it was a move out of Ezio Auditore's playbook. So she basically compared Jacob with Ezio, and Jacob said, who? So we have a new cape. I think it's the same as what we've actually got, to be fair. It doesn't change anything, so there's no point changing it. We have got a decent amount of money. We do need to spend some of that, and I know what we need to spend it on. Database entry, what have we got? People, enemies. This will be Lucy Thorne. So this is the lady we just saw, who got the people to chase after us in the carriage. So born 8th of August 1837. Lucy Thorne was born middle class in London. Her father was a successful but stuffy tea merchant. Her mother was well educated and the daughter of a minor noble house. She liked the good things in life, and grew up among relative luxury. However, increasing family debt would become a problem in her adulthood. Lucy was clever and quick as a child. Her mother educated her in all of the qualities that should be ensured her a successful marriage, but Lucy decided instead to immerse herself in books. She branched out into the study of obscure religious knowledge, into magic and occult philosophy, all really useful stuff in a marriage. In Lucy's teens, her father struggled to run his business and pay for his family's needs. Lucy's home life went downhill quickly as less money came in and more went to pay debts. She was encouraged to find a husband who could provide for her. Instead, she took on work as a shop girl in her father's business, gradually taking on more of the management. In her spare time, she grew more and more taken with occult philosophy and supposedly magical objects such as the Shroud of Turin. She collected rare manuscripts, overspending on auctions of rare papers. When she outbid Crawford Starrick at an auction, he tracked her down and attempted to buy the papers. Lucy wouldn't sell, but her enthusiasm for the topic appealed to Starrick, and he quickly introduced her to the Templar Order, where she'd become his second in command. So her parents needn't have worried. It all worked out wonderfully. All worked out wonderfully. Bear with me a second. My other half just sent me a video. My boy's at his sports day today, and I've obviously can't go because I can't stand up for long enough or sit long enough. Wow. I think his team won the hockey thing. Sports day at schools now is nothing like it was when I was a kid, I tell you. Completely different from when I was a kid. There is Ezio's book. More of a shock is that he doesn't know how Ezio is. I like Evie more now, respect. Just gross. I think it's more the fact he's not someone who reads, so I don't think he would know who Ezio is, just based on the fact he won't read things. Whereas we know Evie does, she pays attention to these details. Right, the next mission is a train hideout mission. We're here anyway, we may as well do this. Before we do this, actually, let's have a look on the map. Has the next mission shown up on the map? That's what I want to check. Doesn't seem to have done. So there's more missions to do on the train by looks of things. So we'll do the Agnes mission next. Nigel for the chop. Help free Nigel by destroying the evidence against him. We'll keep using Evie for this one. I think we should be fine.
Nigel went out drinking with a gang last night. They ran up against some Templars in Kiltwan. But Nigel was too sozzled to get away. Knew the constables have him up for murder.
The constables have him up for murder. So we've got to free Nigel by destroying the evidence. I'm not upset about it. My other half sent me a message with a video of him winning, and that's why I was looking at it. We're going to speak to Nigel. Where is Nigel? I don't know where Nigel is. That's not helpful, is it? Where is Nigel? Oh, he's there. Oh, wow, okay. I'm miles away from him. I might have to jump off the train, I think. Because we are getting further and further away from where Nigel is. So, Nigel is over there. The train is going away from where he is though, so there's no point in me staying on the train. So we'll head to Nigel. There's a chest hit nearby because I can hear it. Can't see it though. Oh, there's a chest there. Well, while we're here, we'll grab the chest. We're nearby. Try not to get ourselves in too much trouble. We do need a shop because we can buy a map in the shop. That's something we do need to look at. Yeah, we'll just head to Nigel, speak to him. We could have stayed on the train, but we're miles away. We just have to hang around for ages, so it's easier to just make our way across. We find stuff, and we'll clear it. Obviously, missions-wise, we're not. Yeah, there's no point doing missions here because we're going to be under-leveled, but on top of that, we're not ready for them anyway. So we'll hold off there. A viewpoint wouldn't be a bad thing, to be fair, if there's one nearby on the way to Nigel. Have a quick look. So we're heading this way. Nigel is... That's not Nigel there, is it? No. Nigel is there. That's where we're heading. I could pretty quickly go across, grab this viewpoint, and then we'll aim for this viewpoint as we head towards Nigel. That might be our best shout. It's going to take us a bit of time, I think, to get there, just because of distance. There's a chest here as well, actually, we can grab. Whilst we're here, I haven't been looking at buildings. I should probably look more at the buildings in the information part. Something I've kind of not done as much of in this. We might as well get the viewpoints on the way to these things. It makes a lot of sense. It will allow us a lot easier travel later on. We grab these now. There we go, they're synchronised. I was thinking you are sad because it's not the same thing there, and I was thinking you missed being there. Oh, well, yeah, obviously I'd love to be there. I really would. And watch him and stuff. But I also know physically I can't do it. And I've accepted that a lot more than I have for a while. So yeah, whereas it's nice, it would be nice to be there, I get that I'm not able to be. And because I get it, it kind of, in my head, it works, if that makes sense. But yeah, of course I'd love to be there. But yeah, she's going to send me videos, take lots of pictures, so... and I explained it to him, and he was fine about me not being able to go, to be fair. So that means a lot more, I think, is the fact that he understands. Right, that's that viewpoint done. Next one over here as we head to Nigel. So Nigel is there. It's a pain in the butt that the train wasn't closer, to be fair. I wish it was. Oh, there's a shop here though. Could do with the shop to refill. Knives wise, I think they're refilled. But we can gain a map. There is a map I would like us to have. We should have enough money, I think, for this. We're not anonymous. All I want to do is go to the shop. Are you guys not going to allow me to go to the shop, are you? Can I go to the shop now? Yes. We'll refill everything. And then treasure maps. London tour guide. Then it's just a case of buying the maps for each area then after that. That's all the collectible stuff now brought. One thing we've not looked at actually is rook upgrades. We've probably got enough. Gang upgrades, let's have a quick look. Rook riders. I haven't quite got enough money for some of these. It's worth a quick look to see if there is anything. We can 50% discount. Pub investor would be a good one actually as well. Well, we don't really use the darts, but we'll gain the upgrade on them, so we actually don't pay as much when we refill consumables, to be fair. We haven't unlocked bombs yet, I don't think. That's something new. Ah, there's a newspaper here. Might as well grab that while we're here. No, it's not. It's one of the pictures. The map we just bought, in fact. So the illustrations of the City of London, it's one of the collectibles. It's actually the map we just paid for. And the Communist Club room near Leicester Square. That's that one. Okay, we're going to head for the viewpoint next. And then that's on the way to getting Nigel anyway. We'll stay high because we're going to a viewpoint. We need to be high anyway. Okay, is it going to give me... Yeah, that's what I was after. So we are getting close to Nigel. I know it's taking us a while to get there, but unfortunately we were quite a way away from it when the mission started up. Don't go down. There's actually a chest up here. I think it's up here. Yes it is, there you go. Yeah, it would have been nice if the train was nearer. But at least we're grabbing things on the way. We're clearing viewpoints to help us move around a bit easier later on as well. It does make sense to do this. Yeah, I've got no plans to fight in this area. We'll be leaving blighted territory in a second. Grab the chest though while we're here. Okay, that's where we're heading. Is that church steeple there, and that's another viewpoint then done. We'll just quickly grab this, and we are near to Nigel now. A lot nearer than we were anyway. What's the betting the train's already gone past him or something? We should have just stayed on the train. But like I say, this is long-term wise, this will help us a lot more. Because fast travel is a lot easier once you've got some of these areas open. I do think they've done London really well. I think London does look good in how they've done it. Okay. So Nigel is now up over here. So that's where we're heading. If there's anything along the way we can pick up, we will do. Including a pressed flower. Suppose there's a pressed flower nearby. Didn't quite see where though. Possible to grab it here, we will. Obviously the enemy here are going to be a higher level, so we've got to be a bit careful. Just in case we get ourselves in too much trouble. Right, pressed flower is down here actually. You know, then hooks back there, they call it Batman games. To be fair, the grapple hook does remind me of Batman. Right, let's have a quick look at that flower. What have we got in inventory? Colours. We gained a new colour, I think, because we already got the flower. We've unlocked violet as a new colour we can change our outfits to. I'm not a fan of outfit changes and stuff and colours, so we don't generally look at them. Pressed flower though, this is China Pink. Dianthus chinensis. Pure love. Florists designate two principal diversions of this flower, pinks and carnations. Spencer, who was remarkable for his care in retaining the old manner of spelling, calls these flowers coronations. Bring hither the pinky and purple columbine with gelly flowers, bring coronations and soaps in wine, worn of paramours. Yeah, Old English sounds really weird when you start reading it, to be fair. The other thing I've not looked at, actually, we probably should. Tool upgrades. So we can increase our medicine efficiency, so that it's more effectiveness. We do need to increase the throwing knife upgrade as well. We need a bit more money there, though. We'll spend 1,000 on this one. I always forget about our own stuff to upgrade. Okay. Still heading for Nigel. We are nearly there. And then we've got to find the evidence that they've used against Nigel. This is one of the Agnes missions off the train. And then we'll have a look at what the next mission is. Main story mission anyway. We're getting there. Oh, here we go. We've got to speak to Nigel. We can't, warning, don't kill any policemen during the investigation. I'm guessing that's the Nigel part, not something else. No policeman can be killed, supposedly. If that's, as long as it's the same mission. It may have showed up because it was near something else, but we'll see. Right, Nigel is here. We've finally made it. It took us a while, but we got there. Remember, no killing policemen. Are they going to allow us to talk to him? That's the question. Yes, I think they will.
This is going to go bad for you. Confess. And you'll save us all some grief.
Oh, I didn't do nothing. So help me, Bob.
Bit of old Cockney talk there. Help me, Bob.
Miss Evie, we kept buying drinks. The next thing I know, they say I burnt someone.
Oh, Nigel.
I had one too many and lost all my things. There must be scatters all about. Oh, and there's a knife out there too. Could you get them before the Rozzers do?
Yeah! Shut up!
Right, so we've got to find the evidence before the police. And we can't kill any police officers.
It makes every difference.
So no police officers can get killed and we've got to destroy the evidence. There's 3 pieces of evidence. And it says knock out police officers. So, to knock out the police officers, we've got to not kill them. I think we've got to be behind them to knock them out. So, no assassinations. We're just going to get behind the police officers and knock them out. I think that's the only way of knocking out police officers that I know of. That means we've got to get behind them. Okay, I thought we could do an eagle dive, a leap of faith, sorry there. Eagle dive? How do you just got to get behind some of these police officers? That's the hard part. Can an eagle dive off there? No. I'm surprised we can't eagle dive from here. Okay, get over here. 4, if we want the optional objective, then we need to knock out 4 police officers. That's going to be the tricky part, I think. Just trying to make sure we've marked all the police officers up. In this area at least. Right, there's one there. There's a second one there, so there's 2 together there. So we've got to be a bit careful about knocking one out. There's 1 piece of evidence here.
What does she think she's doing here? Hello!
They did spot us. He may come and investigate. So I'm going to try and get round really. And I need to get behind him to knock him out.
You're not allowed here!
Yeah. Don't want to kill him. Right, we'll have to get away for a minute because there's no point in fighting. We're not going to be able to knock anyone out here. This is going to be tricky. Yeah, I'd say eagle dive sometimes instead of leap of faith, I know. Okay, this is going to be tricky to do this, I think. I remember we can't kill any police officers, otherwise we would just fight our way through. The whole point is not to kill a police officer. I think we've got away now. Right, let's try this again, shall we? Hopefully this time without being seen so easily. That kind of went badly very quickly. Right, what do we got? It's tricky, I think, to try and get behind people. Just because we don't want to assassinate anyone, that's the problem. Normally, it wouldn't be an issue. You go in, you just assassinate, job done. Because we've got to be so careful not to.
You and your master both. Not where I would hide if I were her.
So, there's a few here. We've got to get them behind them. We have got one that walks back and forth here. I'm going to get to here quickly. Right, there's this guy on the left here. He'll walk back and forth. Obviously, we can't assassinate, but if we can get behind him and knock him out, that may be a decent one done. Remember, we can't. If we get seen, we've got to run away again.
There must be something here somewhere.
Don't let her get away!
How childish of her.
I just wanted to knock out, but he won't let me. Ah, okay. It may just be we have to go and destroy the evidence here and don't worry about knocking the police out here. Maybe the evidence is easier to do here than actually knocking police officers out. Trying so hard to get the knockout optional objective done doesn't mean we've failed to actually even look at the evidence yet. Although, we know one of them's actually going to walk near us in a minute. And this may be a chance to do it. Because one of these guys should come back past us. Obviously we can't assassinate him. If we jump out behind him, it is doable. What's that guy doing? I need that one to go away, because there's a chance we can knock out one guy there. I know I'm probably focusing a little bit too much on the knocking them out, but if we do the optionals now, it saves us going back later. Trying to pass by them. I'm trying to, yeah, we've got to be so slow and careful, don't we, really? I need that guy there to walk away, ideally. Or we sneak to... I might be able to do this now. One done. Two done. Admittedly, we could get seen and that's going to destroy everything, but that's two of them done. This is the evidence we need to destroy. Right, is this guy just staying there on his own? If he is, we could get him as well. Oh, he turned around at the wrong time there. Yeah. We've done the evidence here though, so we can now get away and this bit's done. We still need two knocked out. But at least that's one bit of evidence. No! Oh, desync. That's annoying. I think we have to redo all of that. That's frustrating. Got shot as we're trying to climb to escape because he turned around just at the wrong moment, really. Yeah. See if it's still includes the two knocked out, but I don't think it will. I think it will start again. I kind of know what we've been doing wrong. I've just got to be a bit more slower. I think is definitely the option. Have a look. What's counted and what's not. It's hard when you can't just go in and assassinate everyone. That's the thing, isn't it? Right, no, it still counts. Evidence is done, and two police officers are knocked out. So, next piece of evidence to look at is over here. We'll quickly scan for guards, for police officers. Say guards. I mean police officers. There's also a helix glitch to grab here. There we go. So this may be a better opportunity to knock out a couple of guards, to be fair. Well, is there only one police officer here? There is only one police officer here.
There must be something here somewhere.
Okay, there's only one police officer here. I don't know where his pattern of way walks. I just want to hold off to see where he goes. Because obviously if we rush down too soon, he sees us. It ruins the whole thing. We only need two more knocked out. I didn't see him. Might have to do this one here. So that's number 3. Once we don't have to worry about this, I will just sneak past the rest of them. I just wanted to get the optional done, if we could, before we go too far through. Right, that's the next one we want to do is him.
Here's something. No, nothing.
So I want this guy to move, because I think he goes the other to his left. If he does, we'll take him out, then get the evidence. Now he's going a different way. Still might be able to do this actually. Sneak past, sneak behind. There we go. So that's number 4 done. The optional objective is now complete, so now we don't have to worry about it. Now it's just about destroying evidence. That's the thing. If you can get that done first, you then don't have to worry about it, and it's just evidence based. It does make life a lot quicker and easier, to be fair. Right. Next bit of evidence is in this next area. Obviously, we don't really have a decent view at this point, so let's head back up. See if we can get a view of where we need to head, guards, and that kind of stuff. So,
the guilty party doesn't have a hat. If you find a hat that fits him, that's a
he's over there. Okay, that's doable. Don't want to rush in and get seen, obviously. That would be a waste after we've done this much. But, it doesn't seem that bad. Obviously, there is a guard there. We may have to deal with him. And when I say deal, I do mean knock out. There's guards behind us. We may get seen here. Depends where that other guard walks. We have knocked out an extra guard, but let's make this bit a little bit easier. Police officer. Remember, I can't kill police officers. So if I can get behind him, I may be able to knock him out as well. Which I may have to do just to stop him getting to us. I'm not going to be able to do the evidence till he goes, which he has done. As long as he doesn't come back, we're all good. Right, last bit of evidence, number 3 done. Hide the body. So, the body of the person that the guy's been accused of murder, we've got to go and hide. What's that policeman doing? Where's he heading? We've seen the body there. Knocking him out just to save us being seen, really, more than anything else. Right, so the guy that's murdered, we've got to hide the body of the guy who was murdered. So this might be a little bit more tricky than we've done previously, or to this point. Let's head up, get another view of the area. It's always a case of making sure we're not making any silly mistakes, especially on these ones where you don't really want to rush. Okay, body is there. Where are we hiding the body? Quite a few police here to be aware of as well. I don't know where I'm hiding it, to be honest. Oh, the hay bale may be there. Might be our best shout for hiding the body. Or are we hiding it in there, maybe? Okay, if we are, we've got to think about the route we're going to take and kind of making sure all the police are out of the question before we try and do this, I think. I was going to knock that guy out, but I was about to get seen doing it. Where's he going now? So any person that's going to be in our way, we need to knock out first, because we're going to have to carry this body. There's no point leaving police officers around that are going to see us. That's just going to make life difficult, isn't it? So these other two, I think, are probably going to need doing as well. If not both, one of them will do. Potentially this one. I don't think he would have turned round, but just in case. And just to be sure, I'm going to take the one out to the left, I think, as well. Or am I? Do we need to? Obviously, we're not killing anyone. I just don't know what he's going to see. Right, there's the body. So we're going to hide it in any place. Oh, okay, I know exactly where we're going. It's going to be where we eagle over here. Because we know it's clear. And then that's the body hidden. In theory, that's job done. Now we're going to speak to the Chief of Police. And I assume to speak to him, we can be normal. And now all the evidence done, Nigel should in theory be safe. That obviously didn't go to plan the first of all, but I think as we got into that, definitely works out a lot better by the end of it. But not being able to assassinate does make life harder. But then once you get to a rhythm, you can knock out guards pretty quickly. Just make sure you don't press a button accidentally. That's going to entail you killing someone. Right, we're going to speak to the Chief of Police. Let's see, can we get Nigel out of this?
And what evidence are you holding this man?
Why on, Sergeant?
I believe at a minimum you need a body.
We can't find a thing, Inspector.
You botched another one, Sergeant.
I think that sergeant may be getting demoted by the looks of things. Well, that is mission complete. Nigel in for the chop is done. He did manage the optional objective of knocking out 4 policemen. And that is job done. Okay. Got a skill point, we need to look at that as well. Let's have a look. Okay, so database entry, I don't think there'll be anything major changes wise. Oh, there is people. Allies. Nigel Bumble, this is the guy we just saved. He was born 22nd of February 1852. Bumble was born to a family of modest means. His father went door to door selling buttons and bits of tin, which was apparently a job back then, while his mother made do salvaging fabric from distressed bumper shoots. That's right, distressed bumper shoots. What's a bumper shoot? Nigel and his siblings there appear to have been 2 brothers and a sister, formed a musical ensemble with the intent of busking at the docks. This project met with failure, however, when Nigel, surprised by a recalcitrant goose, swallowed his mouth harp. He swallowed his harp. Okay. Upon Nigel's 16th birthday, his parents determined to move north, where, as Nigel's father claimed, the hogs drink beer just as you or I. However, Nigel unaccountably became separated from his family at the train station, was left to shift for himself. Okay. Might have been the old English way of saying left to look after himself. So Nigel was separated from his family at the train station when they all moved north, and he's been stuck here ever since. Skill-wise, let's have a look. We've got 4 skill points. Ideally, we want these ones to unlock, but we need to be level 5 for that. I think one more skill may unlock them, to be fair. We want to give a defense 2, reduces all range defense. That might be not a bad one, to be fair. Yeah, I think we'll go for defense. Will it level us up? I don't know how much we need. No, not quite. I don't know how much we need to level up, actually. We're going to spend 4 skill points to reach the next level. We've definitely spent more than 4 skill points. We'll take the... do we want to execute? I'm trying to think what she really would help her. Execute would probably be a good one, just so we've got tool combos. We use it with Jacob. There we go. So, still not moved up enough to level up. We must be close to leveling up though now, surely. And one more level for her would actually be enough to get her abilities. So, mission-wise, let's have a look where we're heading next. Obviously, the train, we knew there was something going on there. We have got an ally mission here, Robert Topping. An area we've not been yet. We have got a memory for Charles Dickens there. Our train is there. Ned Wynart needs us to do something there. I still can't. So it's back to the train by looks of things. Nothing else I can see to do. Obviously, a Charles Dickens memory is here. Well, we might as well do a Charles Dickens memory. We're here anyway. With Evie. We'll grab the bottle of beer as well while we're here. This does give us a new cane sword, which hopefully is better than what Evie's got, so that will help as well. Just want to pick up the bottle first. So new beer bottle. I will quickly look at the database entry for that. And then we'll do the Charles Dickens. And then we'll go back to the train to see what's next to do there. So this was the Balfour and Barrett Veneer beer. 1868. Sean's tasting notes. I didn't realise it was illegal to patent pasteurised sheep's urine. I'd literally rather drain a boil. I'm beginning to have second thoughts about this whole project. Sheep's urine, okay. Right, Charles Dickens is, let's have a look. Investigate the most haunted house in London. This does give us a cane sword, which I think will help. Yeah, no worries, Dennis, no worries at all. Thanks for dropping by, though. Much appreciated. Right, let's see what we need to do for this.
How nice to see you again, Mr. Dickens. Is it time for another of the Ghost Club stories?
As a matter of fact, yes. Follow me.
Right.
Number 50, Berkeley Square. 4 stories high and branded, beware all those who enter. There have been many strange tales of this dreadful domicile. The earliest report of a haunting was said to be the spectre of a small
Thanks for the like, but that's much appreciated.
who was murdered by a servant. She could be seen at the attic windows, weeping and wringing her little hands in an agony of despair.
So this, we're going to drive to get to the haunted house by looking for things.
Another legend claims the attic is haunted by the spirit of a young woman who purportedly threw herself from the top floor windows to escape her abusive uncle. Her screaming ghost has reportedly been sighted hanging from the window ledge. This residence was briefly owned by a Mr. James Jasper, a choir master and an opium addict. His nephew Edward was betrothed to one of Mr. Jasper's pupils, the fair and delicate Rose. However, Edward disappeared under mysterious circumstances, followed by Jasper himself. Perhaps grief sent him back to the soothing arms of his narcotic mistress.
So it sounds like lots of people who have lived in this house have died in the house, and that's why it's the most haunted house in London.
Go on.
Will it be as haunted as he says it is, or is there something else at play? That's the question.
There you go.
We're here. Let's
Shall we?
Investigate this house. What are we going to find inside?
Though this house is vacant, some say it comes alive at night with screams of terror, ringing bells, and slamming shutters.
Comes alive at night, does it? Okay. We have got a chest upstairs, so we might as well grab that while we're here. We've got to find the clues as well. Right, there's a piano here. Let's have a look at this. There's some mice around it.
Although eerie, this phenomenon is easily produced by pneumatic tubes and valves. There are claims that a young man was caged in the attic, his only connection to the rest of the world a tiny hole in the door. A young man who was reduced to madness by this extreme isolation. The legends all seem to focus on one room in particular.
The attic room, then, I'm assuming, is what they're focusing on. The piano was one clue, but that's nothing extraordinary. It was just what it... Yeah, it's normal. This looks to be our second clue. Now, normally the cots that are shaped like this do rock on their own. Once you start them, they do carry on rocking.
A sudden draft. Nothing more.
That's both clues.
My word. Perhaps I shall wait here while you investigate the source of that laughter.
I was going to say, there's a child there a minute ago.
Not at all unsettling.
We're heading back to the piano to inspect it. Child's behind us now. There's a child. We've got to tackle the child. She's actually running down. Oh, it's more than one. She's got to tackle one of the children. So these children then looks to be using the house to play tricks on people by the looks of things. And that's why people think it's haunted. Come on, child. Come here. Got him.
Let me go, you moke!
Charming. Now tell me, why were you at that house?
Happening. What's it to you?
Out with it.
All right. We were there for the treasure. We found a key to the secret passage.
What secret passage?
Don't tell me. Number 50's got a secret passage.
Here, take it. Just leave me be.
Right. There's a secret passage in the house. We've now obtained the key for it from the child. They were looking for treasure. Good morning, Luna. How are you? Yes, we've been doing some of the main story. We've done some cleared Lambeth as well, of all the gang stuff there. We're just doing a Charles Dickens memory because we was next to it before we head back to the train for the next main story mission. It's just because we was next to this before we can move on, so it just made sense why I was here to do it. This is Charles Dickens' memory in the most haunted house in London.
I've found a lock, but I haven't located the key.
It's here.
We've got the key. Let's go and have a look what's going on. After Assassin's Creed, depending on the vote that's on Discord and on Facebook, I would guess Ghost of Tsushima would be the next main playthrough game, looking at how the vote's going at the minute. Well, there's 2 levers here.
Ha! So this is how it works.
Impressive.
Yeah, it's currently Ghost of Tsushima's winning, so I think that's what we're going to be doing next, unless obviously something changes.
Get out of my house!
Stand back, Charles.
This is a madman, we've got to kill him.
I did it in my mind, and I did it over and over again in this room, but it was all for nothing. There was no one whose love for Rosa came near to equaling mine. It should have been enough to keep my beloved nephew away. My poor Ned. Forgive.
Okay, we can speak to Dickens now. It looks like this madman was holed up in this secret passage on his own. Maybe the fact he was on his own for so long was what made him go mad. Maybe it's not as haunted as everyone assumed. Where's Dickens now? Dickens is out the back by the looks of things.
Alas, the myth has been discredited. There was no ghost in Berkeley Square, just a wretched soul, driven to murder and madness by guilt and intoxication. I think this is the makings of a rather fine novel. I wonder if I've got one left in me.
So I think that's mission done. There it is. And we gained a new cane sword for this one as well, so we'll have to look at that. It may not be a high enough level to use it, but at least it looks like we would have gained it at least. What's my favourite and least favourite? Well, once we've done all the Assassin's Creed games, and obviously there's this and Chronicles we're still doing in the evening streams as well. We're meant to... people want me to do a video to kind of talk about that, but in my mind, I don't know. Assassin's Creed 1 is always going to be... I've always said that's what got me into the franchise. So for me, that's always got a special place. But I don't know, really. I suppose the one I disliked the most currently was Unity. Story was good, quite short. I just disliked the gameplay. So I'd say Unity probably is the worst one we've done in the whole franchise run. But my favourite... See, we haven't done Assassin's Creed 1 because it hasn't been remastered, annoyingly. And I'd love to do Assassin's Creed 1 again. But yeah. Okay, where's... Oh, there we go. Charles Dickens' cane sword. We want to use that next. We need one more level to do so, though. So we'll look to do that as soon as we can. But we need to level up, unfortunately. We've got some money. Let's have a look at gang upgrades. Is there anything we can do to help us? I'm thinking more in terms of discounts and stuff. Well, if we save money, Hub Investor would increase our income. Might hold off. The other thing we can look at actually is crafting. Is there anything we can do here? The throwing knife upgrade I think would be a bonus here. What do we got? Medium bomb pouch. We're not using bombs yet, are we? So we'll go for the upgrade to the throwing knives. So yeah, favourite one we've done in this franchise run out of all the games we've played, so we're ignoring number 1. I don't know. I'm really enjoying Syndicate. I enjoyed Rogue because it was different to the others in terms of story. But then, the same breath, you could say that about quite a few of the others. What would be the best one? Do you know what? I really enjoyed Assassin's Creed 3. I think Assassin's Creed 3 was really good. Gameplay-wise was really good as well, and the story for Connor and how he came to be with hide from his father and stuff, I think was really well done. So yeah, Assassin's Creed 3 would probably be up there for me. But yeah, I think Unity is probably the worst one. It just depends how you look at it. Like, gameplay-wise, Rogue was really good, but after the after-game stuff, the amount of stuff you've got to clear was horrendous. You didn't like Syndicate main story, but the DLC was decent. I love Rogue and Unity. Yeah, I don't know why I struggled so much with Unity. I remember playing it when it first released and loved it, but this time I don't know. I just didn't get on with it.
I see you're about to knock some sense into people with that cane.
Can you guess what Nigel's done?
Right, so Nigel's done something else supposedly, but we're not high enough ready for that. Let's have a look at the main story and where that's heading. Playing by ear, this is the main story. Sequence 4, which is what we're in the middle of. Evie's search for the piece of Eden continues as she examines the notebook recovered from Miss Thorne's chest. So this is the mission we want to do next, continue the main story. You want to like Black Flag. I enjoyed the gameplay of Black Flag immensely, and the story was really good. But yeah, I wouldn't. It's a very good game. I get why everyone loves it, but it doesn't really do it for me. Not as much as others, if that makes sense.
You may have not found a piece of Eden, but this material is invaluable. Look. It says the London assassins had found a shroud.
The Shroud of Eden is supposed to heal even the gravest injury. If the assassins had found something like this, surely Father would have known.
There must be something we're missing.
Something only we can see. These look like directions. Are you coming?
Fieldwork is not really my speciality.
We found a clue to a precursor object. Don't you want to follow it?
Put that way, one can hardly refuse.
Okay, we've got some directions to what we think is a precursor artifact. You really hate the RPG series, so I enjoyed them. Origins I thought was really good. I get why everyone loves Bayek more than I did before. Odyssey, I liked the era it was set in. The ancient Greece era I think is brilliant. I love ancient Greece anyway. And the colour scheme was amazing. Story, not so much. And Valhalla, I've really enjoyed Valhalla. I know a lot of people dislike it, and I've enjoyed it. Shroud of Eden, this is what we're going looking for in a second. But yeah, I enjoyed Valhalla. I get people dislike the new ones, I really do. But I've enjoyed them, to be fair. So this was a Shroud of Eden. This is what we're going to look for now. The first civilization created many strange and powerful objects, which we refer to as pieces of Eden. We've discovered apples, strange spheres that can manipulate minds, powerful swords and staves, as well as some other objects that are a little bit less impressive. Perhaps one of the strangest ones has to be the Shroud of Eden. Civilians know the object as the Shroud of Turin, which some allege is the burial shroud of Jesus of Nazareth. On the surface, it's a white linen cloth stained with blood, with the imprint of a man who appears to have been crucified. What we know about this object has been pieced together from various sources. Genetic memories stolen from Asturgo Project Legacy by the hacker collective known as Eurido, and the semi-coherent ramblings of the assassin's Clay Kazmarak. He was driven insane by prolonged exposure to the Animus. It apparently has the ability to heal severe injuries, but we don't know how. has ties to the precursor named Consus, but we've not been able to dig up anything more about him. Early reports of the artifact are hidden within myths and legends. The golden fleece of Jason and the Argonauts, Joseph's famous multicolored coat, and it's allegedly helped David fell Goliath. Yet its most famous owner is undoubtedly celebrity carpenter Jesus, whose resurrection was apparently facilitated by the shroud. It bears mentioning that other than Jesus, there are no reports of any piece of Eden capable of bringing back the dead. And until I see it for myself in an animus or otherwise, I remain a complete skeptic. To me, it's just a fancy napkin. Dead is dead, no matter how much I might wish otherwise. The object's been stolen back and forth between the Assassin and Templars over the centuries. The last report was that the Templars had managed to acquire it in the 1940s and have it stored away. Being the imaginative sort, they refer to it as a piece of Eden number 66. Although it might not be the sexiest piece of Eden out there, it's certainly not a laser sword or a mind control ball or a hover spoon. Always been curious to know more about the shroud. I'm glad to know there's at least one more of them out there. I hope we get it first. You love Greece. The thing I don't like is the grinding. I didn't find it a grind, to be fair. I didn't find it a grind. Thanks for the like, it was much appreciated. Good morning, Twitch Edo. How are you? I'm not too bad at all. And the other thing we need to look at is the progression log. Evie's notebook. We have entry number 2 for Evie's notebook. I'm only guessing what you're saying. I generally can't speak other languages, but I'm assuming you're asking when is the next Genshin Impact stream. That'll be this evening. So 9:30 PM GMT. So depending where you are, depends on when that changes. But yeah, 9:30 GMT this evening. So entry number 2. Every time I look at what few pages I've managed to salvage from the collection Miss Thorne acquired, I am angry at Jacob. If it weren't for his interference, I would now be sorting for a wealth of information, the likes of which I'd never seen before. At least having the notebook and several papers that came I found tucked inside. I also take comfort in the fact that Miss Thorne does not have it, though I was so certain that she would be receiving the piece of Eden itself. Let this be the lesson to me not to rush to conclusions. Mr. Green has moved some of his books from this curio shop to the train, so we have the resources as we analyse the notebook's contents. It's nice to have the company as I work. I think she's liking Mr. Green, isn't she? I don't know what that last comment is, Twitcher though. Good morning, Hi Dusk, how are you? Right, so we're going to drive to the sculpture, which should give us a clue, hopefully, to the Shroud of Eden, or the piece of Eden, which is the Shroud.
The pirate?
Master Assassin and Pirate, yes.
So Miss please. Yeah. 2 carriages did not fit down that narrow road.
It's said to heal the sick.
It's
Popular
good,
myth is
good.
that it brings people back from the dead, but the assassin records say that's not true. I've never heard of one being in London, though. Do you really think Edward Kenway could have found one?
He travelled extensively, so it's possible. But if he did, he kept it a closely guarded secret.
But if it's true, what a find it would be.
They believe Edward Kenway found this Shroud of Eden, also known as the Shroud of Turin, but we don't know for sure.
It's surprising you haven't already searched the Kenway house.
Edward's son, Hatham, joined the Templars. When he died, the house passed on to Hatham's sister.
And in all your time in London, you didn't go and have a look around? Weren't even a little curious?
Then this is a one-way street.
Surely, I didn't expect to find anything there.
Why, we're here.
Way of knowing how many times the buildings changed hands. I presumed Hatham would have had it stripped bare before he left.
But if Miss Thorne thinks the shroud could still be there...
So we're looking for the jackdaw sculpture. There's lots of enemies here. There's our sculpture.
I think this is it.
I think you're right. Look.
I'll be in the study.
Oh, hello, how are you? What level are you in Genshin 49? Oh, thank you for that, Luna. Much appreciated. Thank you for the like, for much appreciated.
Still intend to enter.
We are level 43. AR 43. But yeah,
Don't
apologies,
worry.
I didn't
We'll
understand
stay
what that
well
meant.
away
All I
from
got
Miss
was,
Lucy.
how are you? Come and
Shall we?
stay.
Can you check over there?
Discover all of Kenway's memorabilia collection. Okay, we've got to find all the collection of memorabilia from inside the house, and there are enemies in there as well. So we're heading in Kenway, old Kenway house. How cool is that? Edward Kenway's house. But yeah, we're gonna have to deal with some of these enemies, I think, as well along the way. There's a few of them, admittedly. There's an open window there. That might be a good entry point, to be fair.
Are you running from me? You better. She's secure. She's good as dead.
I'm as good as dead, supposedly. Right, we do need to find the memorabilia, but I also need to be careful of the guards here. One down. Right, we are safe for the minute, I think, to look for memorabilia now. 7 bits of memorabilia to look for in Edward Kenway's house. So what have we got? Nothing in this room by the looks of it. There is something in a room over there. There's nothing else in this side of the house. Not by the looks of it. Thought there'd be something in here to be this side, to be fair. So I think we need to head downstairs. Possibly. I missed. Didn't miss that headshot though. Right, what do we got? There's something to look at over here. Is he going to come out that doorway? If he does, we've got to take him out. Yeah. No, that's alright. So what have we got here? Looks like Edward Kenway's hat.
Time.
Is it his hat? That's one bit done. Right, there is a piano downstairs to look at. What have we got here? Can we get in here? We can pick the lock. Let's do this. Aim of the head. Yeah, no, there is no drop off. You just aim directly at the head. I've been quite good at the headshots recently. But I still miss a few. But yeah, definitely aim at the heads. Yeah, anywhere else, it's not an auto kill shot, is it? That's the thing. Okay. Yeah, where's the heads of the auto kill shot? Alright, it's him down. I'll just loot this guy just in case. Right, is anything in here to look at? Artifact wise, not by the looks of it. Ah, there is. In the back here, didn't spot this.
This should belong to the assassins.
So one of Edward Kenway's maps. Okay. So I think everything else now is downstairs. I've only done 2 of the 7 to be fair. You love snap-on headshots in games, and when it's a one-shot kill makes you feel like John Wick. It is quite cool. When it lands perfectly, it does really feel good, doesn't it? Okay, I'm not seeing anything else to look at here, so let's head downstairs. Now we know there's something in here. Hey, swords on the wall here. Let's have a look at the swords.
I can't believe they've kept all of this.
I want to... See, it's telling us to examine that, which kind of makes me want to leave it till last, if I can. Because I feel that, you know, we want to do everything else first. Nothing over here. There's going to be something in this doorway here, I think. There's a ship here, actually. Let's have a look at this ship first. The piano seems to be the last thing to look at, I would have guessed.
That looks interesting.
There we go, that's number 4. Now we can lockpick this door. But yeah, when you get a nice headshot, it's very rewarding. There's a chest in here. Is there anything else in here other than the chest? Not by the looks of it. No. There was another door further to the left, so we'll over that one. Basically need 2 more before we do the piano, is my thinking.
Still nothing here. Same as last time.
Okay, anything in here to look at? Not by the looks of things, no. Do you know what the next Assassin's Creed game will be? They've said the next one will be RPG, I believe, from what I've read. They have said they are keeping that style. All we know, the only thing we know is Basim is involved, don't we? Other than that, I'm not too sure what they're going to do with it, to be fair. And I know a lot of people won't be happy. I'm missing one bit before we go and do the piano. One thing, where would it be? It could be in the same room, to be fair, couldn't it? Thought we'd be able to see what it is a bit easy. Right, let's go to the piano. Hopefully it'll show up the last bit afterwards, maybe. Or no, I think we've got to leave that piano to last. Looking at that. Oh, here we go, ship. Might be right now.
I wish Father could have seen this.
There we go, that's all 6. So does the piano count as number 7? Or is there something else first? That's the question. Because the optional objective is to find all 7. That's the optional objective. We've done 6. I'm assuming the piano counts as 7, but I don't know. You think it'll be modern day? I think it's meant to be how he came to be an assassin, I think. But again, it's guesswork, isn't it? Because they haven't released much information. All we really know is in September, they are doing a release about what's coming up, the end of Valhalla, the saga of Valhalla, of Ivor should finish this year. So we'll get more information in September. Oh, I missed one. That's annoying. I missed one piece. There, it came up as red, so there was a last piece to find for the optional objective. And we need to complete this without doing a false note. This may be tricky for me. I'm not very good at rhythm and things. Yeah, I can't believe I missed one piece of evidence. Right, there's what we need to do. That's obviously the clue. D-A-D-E-F-D. D-A-D-E-F-D. I don't know. We'll see if this works. So D-A-D-E-F-D. I'm annoyed I missed one clue.
Enormously subtle, is it?
Clearly Kenway had a strong sense of spectacle.
Yeah, I'm annoyed I missed that. We should have done the optional easily there. We still don't know if we're going with platinum. Like I say, we don't look at trophies till after we finish the story, so there is always a chance that we go for platinum. We'll have to redo some of these missions. Right, we're here. Edward Kenway's treasure. I want the chest first, obviously.
This is incredible.
And then I'm assuming
I think this is from the jackdaw.
the word is from the jackdaw. This is quite cool, isn't it?
To think this
Kenway's secret room. Right, we've got to examine this over here.
Oh, I wish we could take these with us.
See what this treasure is.
The history of the London assassins. Bolt holes, vaults, a hidden key. This is it.
You say you heard music?
Lucy Thorne
There
is
was no
upstairs.
opening there before.
It's closing!
Yes, I can see that. Help me block it.
We need to find another way out.
Right, we need to find another way out then. Ah, the wheel. There we go. do like that about Edward Kenway's house. He has secret passageways where he keeps his old... He keeps everything to do with the jackdaw and his old history stuff. And the secret passage.
An entire vault filled with assassin history.
I think the Bassin one will be India.
We'll just have to reclaim this one later or find a better cache.
We? I thought you preferred to stay out of field work.
I was thinking more of you and your brother. I shall provide planning assistance from the train.
Jacob's off marauding. There is a vacancy. Should you desire to broaden your horizons?
Oh, well, Evie, Oh, well, Evie, I will think on it.
So Mr. Green is thinking about joining them outside of the actual train itself, as he is now, but he doesn't seem very keen on it. The online one, I like the sound of it if it's done right. Thing is, they haven't given any information. All we know is called Infinity, and that's it. There's no more information than that. Any other information you've seen or read is false currently, because no one knows. So yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about what it sounds like, because no one knows anything about it. The only thing I've seen officially is it should have multiple different time periods you can go and do. But there's so many different rumours. Bassin was Rift. Bassin was one of the Isu, Loki, who transferred into his body, obviously, when the Isu were destroyed. Other than that, we don't know much about him other than he's an assassin. So, yeah, I think the next game, from what I've heard and read, will probably be India. They mentioned that a couple of years back, that the next one was going to be India. And then now they've said it's going to be Bassin's pre-story. So it'd be interesting to see how he came to be. Yeah, he was brought into the modern day, yes. But yeah, it's meant to be his pre-story, so it'd be pre-Valhalla, by the looks of things. But I'm thinking India. But yeah, Infinity, there's not enough information out there that's true. It's all guesswork at this point. I think it'd be smaller than Valhalla, but I'm hearing 40 to 50 hours. But then we'd never really know, to be fair, until it's actually officially announced. A lot of it's still guesswork, to be fair. They're keeping their cards close to their chest, let's put it that way. But yeah, smaller than Valhalla. Well, we have got a new outfit. Let's have a quick look at the new outfit. Just here. So the Defender's garb, the multicolours of this outfit are utilitarian, with tough leather straps and stitching evoking a bygone and brutal era. This allows you to decrease melee damage received by 10%. We're going to stick to Evie's outfit though, because we used the cane sword, so it makes sense to leave the outfit as is. You like them to be smaller, to be honest, like 10 to 15 hours. So really, you don't like 40-hour games. So I like the longer games. But I know a lot of people don't have the time, and that's the issue, isn't it? Like Rogue and Unity, their story is quite short. As long as you're not going for the completionist side of things. So I do, yeah, people don't always have time, do they, to do these longer games, so I do get that. Another skill point, we'll have a quick look at that. We need to have a look at what the next mission is as well. Have a look at skill points. We've got 1, so it's not worth spending at this point. I think that number there has gone down, so we need to spend 2 more skill points to go to level 5. I didn't notice that before. Right, where are we heading next? Is it back to the train, or is our mission opened up elsewhere? There we go, the mission is there now. Overdose. So I'm guessing this is a Jacob mission. Would be my guess. So we'll fast travel and then we'll probably change character. Because he was doing the syrup missions. Evie's done her looking for the Templar artifact. So we'll probably change back to Jacob for this next one. If it doesn't, well, we'll do it anyway. I don't know if it would have made us or not. But that's my thinking. But yeah, I think that's the issue with these longer games. Like 250 hours it took us to do Valhalla, plus its DLC. And if I hadn't had the accident and been injured, I don't know if I would have been able to do it. That amount of time into one game is an immense amount of time to do, especially if you're busy. You know, you've got a life, you've got family, or you've got work, or you've got school, or any of those things. You don't really have that amount of time to dedicate to one game, do you? So I can understand the smaller games being more suited to people. Okay, mission is there. Like I said, we're going to swap to Jacob. Because I feel this is a Jacob mission more than an Evie mission, as he was doing the Spirit missions. You want insane parkour again? Yeah, I know a lot of people want more parkour, don't they? There's a chest here, actually. Can we grab it while we're here? Yeah, I'm just trying to find out where the chest is while we're here. Can't see up enough to see if it's there. It's not below. It's got to be up there then, hasn't it, I think. Climb up, Jacob. Or is it here? It's in here, isn't it? So I believe there's a chest in here, which is why we're in here. There it is. Pick the lock. But yeah, I want good parkour again as well. I think Unity's parkour was pretty good. One of the better ones, personally. They gave us a unique ingredient, Tanjore poison. I'm assuming we're going to need that for something. Inventory. I haven't looked at what we've gained for Jacob since we changed. So we've got Noble Assassin belt, which I'm not going to put on him because our Thief belt is better. Outfits, I've looked at these. They keep showing up, but I have looked at them. We haven't got any better knuckle dusters, so we'll keep as we are. And the gun, the pistol we use in the bullseye revolver is the better one currently. Skill points, so we got 5 skill points to spend. We need to unlock. He needs to spend 6 skill points to get level 5. We're so close to getting one of his skills done. We can actually set himself up for this one down here, defense 3. So we'll do defense 2. So we're getting closer to his level 5. We do use knives with him. So we'll use a knife skill as well. We don't use them as much, but they are useful in some situations where stealth is key. And I think we'll hold off the rest. We need 2 more skill points before we hit level 5. You have school because you can't play it all the time. No, that's the thing, isn't it? You're like 6 hours at home. You think Assassin's Creed were the coolest? Assassin's Creed 3 was pretty cool. I did like that one. I know a lot of people dislike it as well. It's not very well liked, is it? But yeah, I enjoyed it immensely. But yeah, that's the thing. 6 hours at home, so you know, if you've got school homework to do or whatever, you've only got what, an hour, 2 hours tops of free time. That's not very much time to put into these long games. So yeah, I get people want shorter games, and I agree. I do look at some games and think, I'm lucky that I can put the time into these and be a completionist in most of them because I've got the time to do so. But then I don't have the time away from stream because I'm always editing or recording or doing all that stuff. I don't have much time away from stream to do some of these things, admittedly. Let's head to the shop quickly and just restock everything before we crack on. So yeah, I do get the smaller games are better. Not better, but they are better for more people. I think there seems to be a competition to try and do games that are too big nowadays.
You do me a good turn.
It was gritty and dark. Yeah, maybe that's the thing. I know a lot of people I spoke to thought Connor was quite one-dimensional, whereas I didn't see that. I thought he grew from a very young, naive boy to someone who was more in tune with what was going on in the world. You know, and I like that growth in a character where you see it from the start to the finish. You've seen the massive difference. I like that, but a lot of people didn't seem to click, or didn't seem to understand that, I think. And the Hyphen connection I thought was pretty cool as well. So yeah, I really like Assassin's Creed 3. Right, overdose. Jacob infiltrates the mysterious Lambeth asylum to put an end to Doctor Elliotson. There we go. Let's have a look at this one. This next main story is Sequence 4 story mission.
Mr. Fry, I trust that you had a productive meeting with Mr. Owen?
Oh, yes. We had the most wonderful chat. I found out the man behind Starrick's soothing syrup is John Elliotson.
Dr. Elliotson. I haven't heard that name in a long while. He was a brilliant heart specialist until he became obsessed with phrenology and mesmerism. It ruined his career. Well, how shall we proceed?
Oh, with all respect, Mr. Darwin, I believe I should proceed alone. After all, we wouldn't want to attract any unwanted attention.
Sounds very wise. Good luck, my boy. Oh, and Mr. Fry, should you find yourself with any free time, please do call on me.
Okay, he wants Jacob to call on him at some point. So he might have some missions himself we need to do. We're going to reach the vantage point here. And this is our next main story mission. Are they guards? No. But yeah, if it wasn't for having the time to do this, I wouldn't be able to. There's no way. I wouldn't have the time. Especially putting 250 hours into a game. I don't know how long Ghost of Tsushima is. I know that looks to be the winning vote currently. That could change, but I think it probably, looking at it, will win. I kind of expected to. I know a lot of people asked us to do it, so that's kind of what I was expecting to win, to be fair. Right, our vantage point is just over here. There was a point of entry nearby. Assuming there's no enemies, is there? No. Okay, point of entry just here, and our vantage point as well.
Where would I find the doctor?
There is a chest. That would be handy to grab the chest while we're here. Is it above or below us? That's the only question. Not sure. But we have the vantage point just here, so we're going to be looking at something through the window. You beat Ghost of Tsushima over a year or so. Loved it. Oh, wow. You should play on the hardest difficult. It makes it fun if enemies are 1-2 shot. So are you. That's interesting. Drilling into the guy's brain. As you did back then. Bit of a graphic, that wasn't it?
As
I know we're
just witnessed, the application of too much pressure can sometimes result in unexpected outcomes. Unfortunately, it appears I've ruined the organ.
Unfortunately, indeed, by the looks of things. That's weird, isn't it?
Send up a cadaver.
At once, Dr. Elliotson.
Oh, unique kill opportunity, young doctor. I definitely want a unique kill opportunity. We've not had one of those yet.
I don't care about your ethics, and I care even less about your damn patience. Now hand over your keys.
There's an infiltration opportunity as well. I definitely want to do the unique kill if we can.
You're fired. Now bugger off.
This mission was fun. It does look good. Okay. Assassinate John Elliotson, explore the area, identify opportunities. So very taken from how the style of assassinations that we had in Unity. There's an infiltration opportunity as a nurse, and a young doctor is a unique kill. I want the unique kill if we can. Definitely want the unique kill. Okay. So there isn't. The keys are there. Anything else this way? Kind of want the keys as well if we can. I think that would obviously be needed. Where is the unique kill opportunity? Straight below us. Do we need keys as well, or should I just go? I don't know if I should just go for it. I didn't know we was about to get seen there, to be fair. I should have scanned a bit better. Okay. Got to pay more attention to people around us, I think, there. Alright, how am I going to get this unique kill done? Someone's trapped as well. There's someone calling. Right, what's the best way of approaching this?
I'm in the wrong line of work.
I think we need to go downstairs, don't we? But there's 2 guards here. Where's one there? Where's the second guy who was just chatting to? He's over there. Okay, that may have been a mistake because I've just killed him. Oh no, this guy's coming up, that's a fight. Alright, we should be able to get corner assassination, hopefully. Yeah. There's someone else here. We're okay. I thought we'd messed it up a little bit there. Ah, halt the I didn't see the actual the other things as well. We've got to halt the electroconvulsive therapy session and do not fire a single bullet. I hadn't seen that until just now. There's a couple of things we need to try and do if we can. So we need to find where this conversion therapy is taking place. And I'm going to not fire a bullet. Okay. Will I talk to her? Why can't I talk to her? She's obviously the key person. Identify, there we go. Just need to get it to activate. Unlocks all doors in the asylum. We just need to speak to the nurse.
What's the matter?
Oh, young man, help. I must speak with
That's
Miss
the key.
Nightingale at once. One of the brutes stole my key and there's no one around. I can't get out of here.
Stole your key? Don't go anywhere. I might be able to do something.
So we need to steal the master key.
Quite. Thank you, sir.
I thought she was just going to give us the key, but no. We need to steal the master key. And this guy here has it. So who is he? Okay, let's steal the master key from him. I'm assuming I can just kill him to take the master key off him.
We have an intruder!
There we go. I don't need to steal it if I just kill the guy. And these are the male nurses, by the looks of all the bad guys have infiltrated the asylum. Good morning, Epic Gameplay, how are you? Going well, thank you. Going well. Master key acquired. So now I need to halt the electroconvulsive therapy and try and get the unique kill. That's kind of the plan. So where is this therapy session taking place? Then we need to head further down, don't we? I need to find stairs going down, I think.
And then he tells her to bugger off, but she can't get out without her key.
There's 2 guards here.
Oh, she'll report him to Miss Nightingale, you know.
Where's this guy going? If he stays there, I can't really take him out there. Where's he going? Okay, I think he's going to go back to the left in a minute and look at some documents, and if so, we might be able to deal with this. I'm going to take two quick throws, probably of the knives, I think. You're doing great, good epic gameplay. Well, glad to hear that. Right, is it going to move or are they going to stay? Don't really want them to stay there. I could whistle. There we go. I always forget about whistling.
This is a restricted area. Look, he's back.
There we go. Dealt with. Didn't need to throw knives in the end. Okay. We're looking for the electroconvulsion therapy before we do anything else as well. I don't want to finish this before we've done all the optionals, if possible. I think there's a guard down here. 2 guards. Not going to do that door yet. That door's going to lead us to where we want to go. And though I would like to do the other kill if possible. I've got to take both of these guys out, I think. That's the way to do it. Nice quick throws. There's a guard here. Okay. Let's just loot, see if we can get some of these back. Items, no, you can whistle. Whistling's your only real way of distracting people, to be fair. And it kind of doesn't distract, it brings them towards you more than distractions. We need to go downstairs to get the doctor, don't we? I can't go through. Oh, I can open that door. We've got the master key now, I think we can open every door, can't we? These are all patients. Who saw? Oh, there's a guy, I didn't see him. I wasn't hoping, I was trying not to get into a fight, to be fair. Oh, we should have all these guards dealt with in a second, I think. But yeah, you can whistle. In some of the other Assassin's Creed games, you can throw stones and things to distract enemies. But not so much in this one. Okay, there's meant to be... I think we need to head downstairs, don't we? Where's... I don't know where the conversion therapy is. That's the issue. And that's kind of what I'm looking for. Not through there. There's a chest nearby, by the looks of this. There's stairs here. There's a ladder. Where's the ladder take us? Ah, there's a chest in here. That's kind of what I was looking for, was a chest. Haven't found the conversion therapy yet, though, either. Try and clear as many optionals as possible. Thanks for the like, all as much appreciated. Right, there is another chest still to collect. And we've got to go downstairs for the unique kill. And we still haven't found the conversion therapy either. There's still a few things to do before we can actually finish this. Right, we've got here. So satisfying when you do get a decent headshot. Can I go under there? I can. Perfect. Right, there we go. That's the chest was after. That's that done. Where is the electric shock? That guy down. Ah, there we go. That's the electric shock therapy. This is what we need to stop before we can finish this. How am I stopping it? Yeah, that's the therapy stopped. Just got to take this guy down now. And then we need to head downstairs to try and get the unique kill opportunity as well. Mainly because the unique kills look pretty good when they're done. But at least that's done. Should have spied this guy sooner, really.
Someone club him from behind. You'll be very sorry for that. Grab his arm.
Okay. Now, we've got to find a way down. There is stairs here. Hopefully this will lead us to where we get this unique opportunity. I need to do the skill where we can see through walls a bit, don't I? For the enemies. That's what we're kind of missing. We can't see enemies through walls currently, not wheels. And that's obviously stopping us seeing a lot of these guys earlier. Okay. What we got in here? Right, there's a unique kill opportunity. Is that guy there? I'm assuming we have to kill him and steal his clothes, would be my thinking. Or do we need to talk to him? Let's identify him. It tells us what we need to do. So this is a young doctor. Unlocks unique kill. Take the place of a cadaver to reach the medical theatre. We've got to hide the corpse to do this. So hide which corpse are we hiding? Oh, this one here. I'll hide this body basically. How do I pick him up? How do I hide? There we go. There's the body. I don't know where I've got to hide him, to be fair. In here. There we go, we're hiding the body in here. We're going to pretend to be a body. And we're going to take out Doctor Elliotson ourselves via being a cadaver that he's asked for. Hopefully this goes to plan. We're about to find out. This could be quite a cool looking assassination if this works. Did he not spot the boots hanging outside at the bottom of the bed? So we're pretending to be a cadaver, going up to be experimented on. We did try to do most of the unique kills in Unity as well, because they were incredible when it worked. Okay. Got to be careful when we need to press the button. This can go badly wrong, that's the problem. I just ran in there and shot him. Oh, did you really? Well, I just don't know if we're going to go for platinum yet, and if we are, I don't want to mess any optionals up.
We will continue our experiment shortly.
So we can assassinate when we're ready.
In a moment, we will compare the brains of our two specimens. Since both specimens had a propensity towards violent behavior,
That'll do. As soon as he said violent behavior. Nice. Actually, that wasn't as good as I'd hoped. It didn't look as good as I'd hoped, to be fair.
At last it ends.
But yeah, I can understand just running in.
Yet I can only think of beginnings.
Just in case we want the platinum. I'm just trying to guess what the trophies could be.
All I see is the blood of a lunatic.
Do you truly believe murdering an old man will stop humanity's great architect? Crawford Starrick has a glorious design for mankind.
Designs are meant to be broken.
You're a child. A child who believes he can solve all the world's woes with a flick of a blade. Have you ever pondered the consequences of your actions, Jacob Fry? Or did your father teach you nothing?
seemed to have a bit of a dig about Jacob's father, though, didn't he? I'm assuming I need now to get out of here. Can I loot him while I'm here? I don't think we gain anything extra from looting the body. Yeah, I was hoping the unique kill would look better than that did. It wasn't the best look, but it worked. We got it done. I suppose that's the important thing, isn't it? Right. Now we just need to get out of here. There's an entry point over here, actually, so let's just use that. We have unlocked all the doors, so it should be absolutely fine. Just about to drop down and climb the wall, I think. And that should be mission done. Overdose completed with all the optional objectives done as well. There's a new pistol as a reward, plus some XP and a decent amount of money as well. So we've actually got the skill points now to be able to get to the next level. A quick and reliable remedy complete. Trophy achieved.
And soothing syrup production has ceased. Outrageous!
Fry intends to endanger all of London at the hands of the mob.
Or perhaps it doesn't intend much of anything at all.
Thank
It's
you,
simply content to dice with our lives.
The asylum is shut up. Medical care throughout the city is in disarray. He cannot understand the consequences of his actions. The man is clearly an anarchist.
Gentlemen, this tea was brought to me from India by a ship, then up from the harbor to a factory, where it was packaged and ferried by carriage to my door, unpacked in the larder and brought upstairs to me. All by men and women who work for me, who are indebted to me, Crawford Starrick, for their jobs, the time, the very lives they lead. They will work in my factories, and so too shall their children. And you come to me with talk of this Jacob Fry, this insignificant blemish who calls himself assassin? You disrespect the very city that works day and night so that we may drink this miracle, this tea.
I'm nearing the end of my research. Our beloved London shall not suffer such a bothersome fool for much longer.
And what of the sister I've heard of, Miss Fry?
Miss Fry shall be gutted. Soon enough. Delicious.
They both seem very
Sorry
calm.
to interrupt, Initiate. Thought you'd like to know that Sean and Rebecca got away from Otzoberg. Berg runs a unit called Sigma Team. Violet DaCosta is his tech support. They've been hunting and killing assassins for a long time. Thank God you're all right.
Oh, tish tosh. It'll take more than a Templar super soldier to end the glorious saga of Sean Danger Hastings.
Danger.
Right. Anyway, Berg's presence confirms it. The Piece of Eden is in London.
The Initiate's data sync suggests it's the Shroud.
The Templars seem to want it pretty bad all of a sudden. They must know something we don't.
The only thing we know is that we can't go up against Sigma Team alone.
Leave that to me. In the meantime, keep a low profile. Let the Initiate continue to sync the data.
So, Sean Hastings calls himself Danger. That's quite amusing, considering. Although he's brilliant with the Animus database. I think his writing in that is incredible. But yeah, Starrick and Lucy Thorne do not seem worried about the Fry twins. You thought they would at least be worried, but they don't seem to be. So John Elliotson is dead and Starrick's thieving silver has been eradicated, having shut down one branch of Starrick's enterprise. Jacob looks to loosen the Master Templar's hold on London's transportation. Meanwhile, the race for the Shroud of Eden continues, and Evie hopes to gain the upper hand over enemy Lucy Thorne. So that is sequence 5. I think we're just going to press it. I'm not allowed to do anything else other than look at later sequences. Sequence 8 I can look at. Why can't I look at sequence 8? We're not there yet. It's a bit weird, isn't it? The sequence 5 is what we're on to next.
Owning the railway wasn't enough. Now Starrick has bought an omnibus company as well. I suppose he wants to control the neighborhood's workers and keep them under his thumb.
Pearl Attaway is Starrick's competitor, is she? Perhaps it's time I went into business.
And Miss Fry, what are your plans?
I studied the history we recovered from the Kenway Mansion's hidden room. I'm off to a certain monument.
Okay, more things showing up now. So a room of review is there. We've got breaking news here, and we've also got a lady with a lamp as well here. So 2 of these are in Lambeth, which is where we are anyway, or where we were. And then we've got a room of review, which is part of the City of London side. We've also got friendly competition. There's a few things to do, main story-wise now, by the looks of that. We're on the train. So while we're on the train, let's collect our income. And we should be able to level both assassins up now as well. Let it calm down with skill points and stuff. In a minute. If the thing as I find, you tend to make games crash if you press things too quickly. So let's have a look. If we go to database first, because that should have some more information I think now. People, enemies. John Elliotson is the guy we killed. So Malcolm Milner. Not sure about this guy. I don't know who this guy is yet. He might have been one of the guys that was in the room just a minute ago with Starrick. So Malcolm Milner was the oldest of 5 children born to a carpenter and a homemaker in Southwark. As the firstborn, his parents expected great things from him, and time after time they were disappointed. While his siblings grew up to become bank clerks, crewmen and teachers, Malcolm had a hard time grasping basic concepts. Glancing through our files, it looks like he may have been dyslexic. At any rate, the boy would lash out violently at school, and he left home when he was a teenager. Milner's name doesn't appear again until 1864, when public records show him acquiring the Greater London Omnibus Company and renaming it the Milner Company. How did he manage to buy a bus company? Perhaps he was skilled at driving backwards, perhaps have it backwards, as this marks the beginning of a number of smaller bus companies dropping like flies due to fires and disappearances. The same methods Milner would use to sabotage Attaway transport. At this point, Parisian cab companies should be taking note. Anyhow, it looks like Starrick Industries bought out the Milner Company in 1867, around the time that Milner himself was being investigated for arson, assault and murder. The investigation suddenly stopped that year as well, one of the benefits of working for Crawford Starrick, no doubt. So that looks to be our next target. And we've got a little bit about Hytham Kenway. We know him from Assassin's Creed 3, but we've got a little bit of information about him here. So as a child, Hytham E. Kenway was given a rather specific and unusual education by his father, Edward. Hytham knew that it was somehow connected to his father's mysterious past. Before he could learn the truth, his family home was attacked, Edward was killed, and Hytham's half-sister, Jenny, was kidnapped. Hytham was adopted by Reginald Birch, a friend of the Kenway family. Birch revealed that he was, in fact, the Templar Grand Master of the British Rite, and offered to both train him and help him find his missing sister. Years passed, and Hytham became a ruthless and efficient killer of the Templar Order. We've seen that firsthand, to be fair. Grandmaster Birch was obsessed with the first civilization and sent Hytham to the British colonies in America to locate a suspected precursor storehouse. His first order of business, no pun intended, was to annihilate the colonial assassin brotherhood, which he managed to accomplish thanks to the traitor Shay Cormac. With his Templar allies firmly in place, Hytham began to search for the precursor site, located somewhere in the colonial frontier. He secured the assistance of Kanyankakar natives by freeing several captives, including Kanitio. I've no idea if my pronunciation is correct, apologies if it's not, with whom he had an ill-fated but passionate affair. Hytham briefly left the colonies when his associates located his long-lost sister in Damascus. He journeyed there to free her, and she revealed the mystery behind their father's death. Edward was an assassin, and Birch had him killed for his secrets. The siblings travelled to Europe and killed Birch. Jenny returned to the Kenway home in London, but despite Birch's betrayal, Hytham chose to return to the colonies and resume his duties as Grand Master. Hytham sought to control the American Revolution, but the half-native assassin, Connor, sabotaged his efforts. Hytham realised Connor was his son, and while they made an attempt to find common ground, it soon became clear that reconciliation was impossible. Hytham fell to his son's hidden blade. So we've seen that by playing through Assassin's Creed 3 as well, to be honest. So we knew a lot about that already. In our inventory, we now have a new pistol. Is it as good as our current? No, the Model 1 firearm is nowhere near as good as what we're using. I don't think we picked any more weapons up. No, we can buy a new one, but I don't think it's worth it because a lot of these get unlocked anyway as we go. And if you look at skills now, we should be able to upgrade Jacob to level 5. So if we do, what do we want to spend? Probably health boost. Yeah, I think health boost. There we go. And he now should level up to level 5, I believe. There we go. Level 5 for Jacob. We've got about 20 minutes left, so whether we have to do a mission or not, I'm not sure. Now we've unlocked these new ones, including 2 of Jacob's own skills. Defense 3. We've also gained Advanced Commands Leadership 2 for the Rooks, which is quite good. Gang upgrades, what can we do? Anything good? Probably should get Pub Investor. It gives us more money. Long term, I think that's a good investment. So that's him done. And it's now unlocked something else. What has that unlocked? Pub games. That increases your money even further. So that's Jacob done. Can I swap character now? No. I need to move away from the train on solid ground to change character.
Can you guess what Nigel's done?
So let us fast travel somewhere. Obviously we want to go to Evie. We've got a few things to do for her. I don't know what the next mission we're going to do is, to be fair. Evie's got one here, the lady with the lamp. It might be we head for that. We've got about 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes. So that might be our best mission to do next, if we're going to be Evie anyway, to have a look at some of her stuff. The lady with the lamp, I think, will be the next one to do. So that's all we'll do. We'll change to Evie, do her skills, get her upgraded, and then we'll look to Lady of the Lamp. I think that's the plan. But yeah, like I said, we've got about 15 minutes left, so we can't really overrun too much this morning. And we are live this evening with Genshin Impact for 2 hours as well. We'll look at the new update, and hopefully, well, we will have 10 wishes as well to do. Hopefully we can achieve something good there. Okay. So we need to swap character. Go to Evie, and then we'll do all the skills and all the other stuff, and then we'll try and do the mission with her as well. Let's do skills first. The reason being, I know there's a better weapon at level 5. So she only needs to spend 2. Don't know what we should spend it on. You know what? I think we'll probably give her counter boost. It will help us going forward with her, I think. And that should be level 5 now achieved. It is indeed. No, it's only level 5. Sorry, I thought I got that wrong. It is level 5. There we go. So now we need to save the skill points. So we need 4 for Knife Master and 4 for Stealth. Chameleon, we need to wait a bit longer for that one. And in our inventory we have, pretty sure we have a better weapon. Yes, the Charles Dickens cane sword we can now equip to Evie as well. Gauntlets, she should have the best one. Yes, Firearms is the best one. Capes, I don't think we've gained a better one yet. We can buy some and craft them. I'm kind of waiting till we just get them in missions, to be fair. And outfits are the same, that's fine. So, let's go and do Lady with the Lamp. Hopefully, I don't know how long it's going to take, but we've got about 15 minutes. Hopefully it's not a mistake and we should have done something shorter. We shall see. Now, we have heard an interesting name mentioned in the previous mission in the asylum here. Florence Nightingale was mentioned. This is always an interesting mention from anyone. The Lady with the Lamp. Let's have a look. Evie visits Lambeth after Jacob's assassination of Doctor Elliotson. Let's see what this entails.
Miss Fry, what a pleasant surprise.
Hello, Clara. I was just going to check on Lambeth since the asylum's closing. What brings you here?
The children in my care have been falling ill. Our usual tonics aren't working. I came to...
Are you certain you're feeling all right?
Of course, I am, miss.
Clara!
Children are falling ill.
Doctor nearby?
Bring her inside. She simply collapsed.
Yes, she said the others took tonic, but it didn't work.
I should think not. Ever since Elliotson was murdered, the district has been overrun with counterfeit tonics. This one needs proper care. But without the appropriate medication, she and the others will quickly decline.
What do you need?
I need supplies. Plenty of them. And medicine. Some of the less common ingredients are being stolen and sold at auction.
I'd be happy to help.
Here's the list. Miss
Fry. Evie Fry.
I'm Miss Nightingale.
There we go, Miss Nightingale. Florence Nightingale of all
We don't
people.
have much time.
We'll have a little database entry on her and have a look at first. And then we've got to go and find the ingredients we need for the medicine. And it is timed. Just to make it more fun. 7 minutes, in fact. 8 minutes. So if we go to people, allies, we now have a new ally in Florence Nightingale. Most people, I think, have heard of her at some point. So Florence Nightingale was driven by her faith and her convictions from a young age. She knew she wanted to become a nurse when she was a little girl. But her parents' disapproval of the idea, seeing it as below their upper class station. Nightingale later tell her associates that she received a message from God when she was 17, telling her to become a nurse. That guy can be pretty specific. Now, I don't want to put down at someone who did a whole lot of good for people, but that just seems a little convenient, doesn't it? What would have happened if God told her to be a plumber instead? Anyway, Nightingale trained herself to become a nurse, and when Britain entered the Crimean War began in 1854, she found work on the front lines, a lot of work, but with a staff of 38 volunteer nurses and 15 nuns that she personally assembled. Nightingale was both disciplined and organised in administrating care to injured soldiers. I apologise if it's starting to read like a bad CV. The point is she was very good at her job and recognised that nurses needed to be better trained at home before he was sent into battle. Nightingale returned home in 1855 and established the Nightingale Fund aimed at training nurses while the war raged on. In 1859 she published notes on nursing, which became the standard text used to train nurses, and founded the Nightingale Training School in St Thomas Hospital the following year. The rest of her life was dedicated to advocating her women's rights, and especially better sanitation in London and India after discovering the role hygiene played in healthcare. Florence Nightingale died in her sleep on the 13th of August 1910. She was 90 years old. While she left a great legacy behind, scholars these days are quick to point out that, for all of her advocacy for women's rights, she opposed the idea of women working as physicians or even having the vote. The hell flow. So, although she did a lot of good, she for some reason still opposed the idea of women becoming physicians and having the vote, which is a bit weird, but okay. And I'm only guessing that's true based on what they've told us. Okay, we have got a limited amount of time to get to where we need to get to here, so where do I need to go? Waiting here. I can't fast travel, remember, so it is just a case of get there as quickly as possible. We have got a carriage here. Let's go.
That's it.
It's a limited time, so we've got to be as quick as possible, ideally. I hate time missions because you then start panicking about the time. I like a mission where you can take your time. Timed missions, I don't know, I always panic on any kind of timed mission.
There you go.
We will locate the peddler who is peddling counterfeit tonics.
Here now.
Yeah, nearly there.
Easy, easy.
Off we go.
It's just that it's so expensive.
Right, we've got to steal from that guy there.
Ingredients are rare acquisitions. And really, is money more important than your child's health?
Wrong guy. I thought that was the guy we needed to steal from. It's not. That's the guy we need to steal from. I'm assuming them police officers are about to stop us. Right, we've done it. Next item is over here. Still got 6 minutes 10 left. We got what we needed there. I probably should have grabbed the carriage again, I think, but I'm not sure. Fire will die if the asylum is not reached in time. 5 minutes 50. Hate time missions. Panic so much. I think it might be alright though. Carriage would have been quicker, to be fair. I'm assuming... I don't know what we're heading here for. It's another person we've got to locate here. And obviously if Clara dies, I'm assuming we get desynced. We're looking for the pharmacist this time. Running here probably was a bad idea, to be fair. So I thought a carriage might be a better option this time. Just over 5 minutes to try and do this. Once we get the mission done in the time frame, it will coincide nicely with when we need to finish, to be fair. I know I've just dumped, so we've got to locate the person we're after here. We've got to defend the pharmacist. Remember, Evie isn't as good at fighting as Jacob, so this is going to be tricky. Can handle herself pretty well. Nice double kill by Evie there. There we go.
I can't thank you
This
enough.
is the pharmacist.
These supplies are meant for Miss Nightingale.
I'm here to collect them.
And they're already loaded on the cart. Please take them.
The cart.
You mean that card?
Oh
Yes.
no.
Of course it is.
Please be careful. Some of those items are fragile.
I'm going to get that cart back.
Go on.
I've got less than if I'm doing less than a minute, that's the optional. Try and get the booster catch back up. Where is it? Come on. I don't know if I'll do it in under a minute. The optional I might not be able to do. We shall see. Come on. He's dead. I know the police are after us, which isn't helpful. Drive. Right, we got it. Obviously the police are after us, which isn't helpful. I'm going the wrong way as well. I've got 2.5 minutes left. Coming out my way. Come on. There are some rooks nearby. I don't know if they're going to take on the police though, annoyingly. That's where I need to reach, but I guarantee I can't reach there while I'm being under attack from the police. No. Oh, I can. Okay, we're okay. I didn't know I could actually get in here whilst the police are after us, to be fair, but we can. I think we may have just about done this. There we go. That was tricky, but I think we did it. I think we've done optionals as well.
You're back. And not a moment too soon. I hope you brought the medication I requested.
How is she?
She will recover.
Pablo and Ellie, the children.
Thanks to you, we can distribute authentic medicine now.
But is that a permanent solution?
I will petition to have regulations put in place.
Lambeth is in your debt.
It takes a long time to change things. But I'm not going anywhere, Miss Fry.
Did we do it? Yes, we didn't kill the peddler, which is what we need to do. I didn't know that was the optional. And we hijacked the pharmacy car in less than 1 minute. So optional's done as well. We have a schematic for medicine efficiency 2. I think that went really well. Okay, we'll have a look at that schematic in a second. We are unfortunately out of time for this morning. I'm just waiting for things to catch up before we look at it. I always have to wait for things to catch up. So, Evie's notebook. We have an entry number 3. So we'll have a quick look at this before we finish. Doctor Elliotson is dead, and with it goes the production of Starrick soothing syrup, the patent medicine of choice in London. Jacob is justifiably proud of the end of one of Crawford Starrick's principal revenue streams, not to mention the death of one of his chief supporters. Unfortunately for us, that was not the end of the story. I visited Lambeth to find that things had not settled as we had hoped they would. Instead, in the absence of the syrup, people were turning to other tonics. Some of them were little more than tinted water, others less savoury ingredients. Meanwhile, medicine, real medicine, was being stolen and sold to the highest bidder. Clara O'Day, several other children fell ill and might have not pulled through. For my intervention and the care of Miss Florence Nightingale. Bringing a cure to Clara and the cure to the borough at large are two very different things, so further action is required. Mr. Green assisted me in rooting out the thieves hoarding medical supplies. Jacob was nowhere to be found. I reported some of the culprits to Mr. Aberline for the police to deal with. The rest we have seen to ourselves. I've also put some of the assassin's money toward Miss Nightingale's efforts to create better sanitation regulations, which she assures me will help stall the spread of disease better than any tonic, however effective. I have no small delight in being able to count the famed Lady of the Lamp as an acquaintance, although our first meeting was under unpleasant circumstances. Okay, crafting wise, we'll have a quick look. I've got a feeling we can't do anything here. No, need more money. I kind of assume we might, to be fair. But then I think we're done, unless there's any database, which I don't think there is, no. That is us done for this morning. We have done quite a bit today, to be fair. Progression log, we finished number 4. We killed John Elliotson. And we are helping make London a better place. Lambeth is now out of the Templars' control as well. Back into the Assassins' control, as it should be. So, a decent stream. 3.5 hours. I think we've achieved quite a lot. So pretty happy with that. But that is it for this morning. We are live this evening, 9:30 PM GMT for Genshin Impact. I get my words out. We're back tomorrow morning with more Assassin's Creed Syndicate as well as we continue on tomorrow morning. And that is it for today. There is a Dirt 5 video this afternoon with me and Wolverine. And thank you to everyone who's joining us on the videos and in the streams. Much appreciated. And the new subscribers as well. So as always, thanks for the likes, the comments, the views and the conversation. You guys have been incredible. I don't think we've ever had a bad stream, so much appreciated, you guys. And hopefully we'll see some of you this evening. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.